Jesus fucking Christ, they're gonna tape off the street. I'm in the mood for your shit. Of course, you got allied security. Oh, hit me. They're about to go in with the goon squad. Fuck a light. They don't have their helmets on yet. What's going on here? We got USC. There's a protest going on. Apparently, police already got aggressive. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to creep up around the back way. I want to see what it looks like over here. Basically, before I go into these things, I always try to circle around and see how they're staging, how the cops are staging. I saw them staging back there. They didn't have any helmets on yet, so they're not ready to go in. You gotta understand, the head of the police commission, Errol Southers, the guy who kicked me out of the LAPD commission meeting the other day, told me I had to leave. That guy, this guy's one of the main people here at USC. And so this essentially stems from him making the decision to not allow the valedictorian to make a speech. So I don't like homie. Errol says is a piece of shit. I just want to see what's up with this helicopter. Why they're choosing to circle that low. Oftentimes what they'll do is they'll circle low because they're loud, so you can't hear the protests and stuff. I am so thankful I took a Uber over here and didn't drive, because where the fuck would I have parked? They won't let me park like these news vans, I promise you that. They have like the whole neighborhood blocked off too. If you're gonna be driving over here, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be parking a long distance away. If you're trying to drive through here, you're gonna get diverted. Don't even bother going down Vermont. I was in the Uber, I just got out and walked. I was following the helicopter. This is a Geffen. I was here a few months ago, spoke at a journalism class. I went to a journalism class and I told them LA journalists suck. I'm in USC. I was pointing the camera away from these people. I don't want to show all their faces and stuff. Zip up. I need my own scooter. It wouldn't work for me. I thought about it, but I mean, look, a lot of times when I'm doing like my cop watching, it's just accidental. I'm just walking around doing something else. And I don't think I just like be around on the scooter all the time. Now, yeah, no, I would use it sometimes. But the rental's coming easy when you're trying to make it to like a police stop. Hold up, pocket time for a minute. Or maybe not. I'm gonna tell you, this crowd's gonna get big. Especially if the cops start getting aggressive, this place is gonna get packed.
Yeah, Sarah Anderson is a fair amount. All right.
I'm not terribly concerned about these USC cops. I want to see where the LAPD is at. Like there, that's LAPD right there. P3.
Yeah, I love your TikToks, bro.
How's it going, brother?
Yo, I love you, man. Fuck my thought.
Hell yeah. Let me know if you see any out here. The protest is going on over there. I don't really feel like I'm looking for the cops. I want to see where they're at. Because at some point they're going to do something stupid and come in. I just want to see where. Will I go to Rube to talk with Trevor about what? What happened with Trevor? This place apparently is doubled or tripled in size in the last hour or two. I was looking at it early this morning. I got a message at like 6 o'clock in the morning that this was going to be starting off at 7 o'clock. I just couldn't make it over here at the start, but I was looking at some video. It started off, it was like 15, 20 people. And I saw one happening in Texas earlier.
Ask me how it's going.
I'm telling you, the LAPD is somewhere close. So they have those two P3s over there kind of keeping an eye. I guarantee they got some plain clothes all up in here somewhere. Is it a camcorder recording? Hey, dumbass, there's about 5,000 million people out here. It's a fucking iPhone 15. Suck my dick. You think so, Chris? You think they doing over there? I think UCLA is one of those soft schools. Thunderclap, say goodbye. I'm here to document it. If you guys want to sit there and talk a bunch of shit, I don't care who you are, I'm gonna fucking block your ass. Especially when you start lecturing people about they need to learn. Who the fuck do you think you are? Everybody can make their own goddamn mind. Yo, just block any troll, that's all. This is USC. I came here today not as a protester. I came here today to watch over the cops. At some point, the cops are gonna do something stupid. I have my own feelings about this. I'm gonna kind of keep my feelings out of it and kind of treat this more like reporting than protesting. I'm not gonna protest today. The only thing I'm gonna protest against is if I see the cops start doing some shit and start walloping people and stuff. I'm gonna protest about that. They're gonna hear my mouth. I have my own views about it. I'm gonna keep it out of here. So at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You're out there and if you're in a chat and you're being nasty and shit, get them the fuck out of here. Do protests do anything? Let me ask you something, guys. You have a history of protests in the 60s. Do you think the protests did anything to affect the Vietnam approval and the way the government acted? Would Vietnam have lasted another 5 years if it weren't protests? I think there's something to say when you have protests popping up all over the country. All over the country. And you see who's out here, right? Young people. Now, this is a major story, not just because of the war itself, but even here in the U.S. This is an election year. This is an election year. SV, I appreciate that. SVMTB, I appreciate you listening to the scanner because Some of this shit I won't be able to hear just because of location. I imagine they're either on tack lines or central, and I can't get that on a scanner app. See, I don't see any reason for the cops to roll up in here yet. I think this place is going to keep on growing. Listen, when you have like helicopters, they're circling like that. Why are they doing that? Seriously, they could just hover a little higher or whatever, but they always try to do that to drown out the protest. Do protests ever work? Ask Scientology if protests work. Ask Scientology. Say to him, hey man, hey guys, have those protests affected you in any way? I think they got some feelings on that. I was at the protest in Vietnam and we changed the course of war. But the cops beat the shit out of us repeatedly, so I wish we had a street spec. I mean, they would have beat the shit out of me too. It's a different time. I can get away with the stuff I have because I film everything. You think I wasn't filming this cop? Man, my ass was beaten over so many times. So, I mean, yes, do I have a little bit of protection by a camera? Yeah. And social media and get my message out there? Yeah. Do you think I would act any differently if I didn't have them? No, I'd be the same person. You'd be surprised how much shit I don't film. Beefs I get into. So yeah, it's an election year, right? Man, these college campuses are going to be kind of important in an election year. So if you see these things are happening all over the country, and these kids they're energized one way or another, you know. If you think that can affect elections and stuff, hell yeah. They always say kids don't come out and vote. I mean, sort of true. But if they don't come out and vote at all, my God. You know, elections are won by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. If 12% of the electorate just sits out, 15% just sits out. You tell me, does that affect things? So when you're sitting in the White House or in Congress and you have these people who are out here and you're running for re-election and you know that they're going to be pissed off if if your policies are a certain way, you can say what you want. You're going to adjust. Man, I wish the DNC and convention was here in LA. My God, that would be so much fun. You say half of them don't even know what's going on. I think that's very presumptuous of you. These are college students. Like, they don't know what's going on. It's not it's really not that complicated of an issue, guys. To be honest with you. One way or the other, no matter what stand you take. It's not that complicated. I mean, and let's also talk about, they are here because they've watched 30,000 people die and they want that to come to an end. And, you know, you act like it's just here. Let's talk about consensus. This is a consensus throughout the world. It's like 96% of countries agree with that. And guys, I hate to tell you this. I've been to enough of these protests. You'd be surprised how many Jewish people are out here. So don't make it sound like, you know. And I'm going to say right here, I don't hear one bit of anti-Semitism. I know that will be billed as that. These are anti-Semites and terrorists. It's not. Again, I'm not here to state my opinion on where I stand on this. I'm just stating facts as they are right here. Do you guys look around? Do you think these are anti-Semites? Do these really look like terrorists to you? These are college kids. These are all college kids who go to USC, who live right in these buildings and go to school right in these buildings. And apparently, look at these people. Look at her. They're terrorist, right? I mean, give me a break. So I think it's very dismissive to just say dismiss. It's wrong to just dismiss people as, oh, well, they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they're terrorists. Oh, they're this and that. All right, let's go find these fuckers. I want to see where they're hiding. You know they're hiding somewhere. I might go back to that little video's blurry. I have nothing I can do. Talk to USC about not having enough towers over here. What can I do? Nothing I can do to stop that. Ask them the name of the rivers. I hear 71 Cowboys. Let me tell you something. Why don't you suck my dick? Say goodbye. Say goodbye to this loser. Ask them this. Why don't you go ask them? You're sitting in the fucking computer or on your phone watching. You go ask them. Ask them what this means. Fuck you. Bye, bitch.
And then you're done.
You know what? And guys, if this video is blurry, there is nothing I can do. I have the best network. I have the best phone. Go talk to fucking T-Mobile. And they got a little food market out here today too. This is Chris's stomping ground. This is where Chris coming. He's really good at it too, man. Yeah, man. Any Karen? Like I said, I have no problem people talking about, oh, you know, I support this, I support that. But all the little condescending comments and shit, get rid of them. They're not helpful. Just block those motherfuckers. Both sides too. If they're like, you know, no matter what side they're on, they start being disrespectful and stuff, get rid of them. I'm not dealing with that shit. That shit becomes so toxic, especially in a debate like this. Like I told you, I'm here to document the cops, document the protests. The protests are a story too. And quite honestly, I don't know if Zach is here, but Zach should be here because he knows this campus better than anybody. If you guys know how to contact them. I don't see any cops hanging around over here. Time to pull up on this coward. What the fuck is that mean? If I were here to protest, I wouldn't be doing this live stream because I'd be disrespectful to you because we all disagree on stuff. Where am I? So that's why I'm here on Film the Police LA. Guess what I came here to do? Film the police in LA, guys. There are lots of people documenting the protest, plenty. And there are lots of people here protesting. There are not many people here specifically to document the police behavior. I am, especially if the LAPD gets involved. I have my feelings about the USC cops, but I don't have a history with them. I have limited. Plus, we got a budget battle going on. We have a $300 to $400 million deficit. And so how are we going to close that? Well, we're not going to make the cops close it. Cops are getting a $150 million increase, even though last year they overran their budget by $105 million, and they cost $50 million in payouts from lawsuits. They took up a 35-40% of the deficit. They're the reason for it. So they cause a deficit, but yet they get even more money. And at the same time, we're cutting homelessness spending by $425 million. Come on. We're going to cut... Oh, no. We're cutting homelessness and housing spending by $425 million. You know what that's going to lead to? More homelessness. More desperation. When people are desperate, they commit crimes out of desperation. Not all. Some people just want to do a crime no matter what. But then there's those that do what they have to do so they can get some fucking food on their table. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a bunch of people lose their housing, which will lead to more homelessness. I see some NLG observers. See the guys in the green hats? Those are the legal observers from the National Lawyers Guild. I have my own feelings about them. They're hanging out by the cops. They don't seem overly concerned. I see somebody I know.
Hey, what it is, bro? Good, bro. How you doing?
Good. Everything good? How's you living?
Yeah. Good. We're circling the tree right now. Oh. It'll be 2 years in June 30th. We're going to Japan in 2 weeks.
How the cops doing?
Oh, horrible.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Where are they stationed? What's that LAPD at?
At 36th from that.
I'm gonna go over there. Keep an eye on them.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
You safe, bro?
All right, brother.
That's my guy, Jason Reedy. He's like a hero of mine.
You guys good? I got a bunch of...
We got kicked out the other day at that meeting. He also had an altercation with Kevin De Leon. He confronted him, and KDL got physical. He should have been arrested, but of course the LAPD covered up for KDL. It was national news, so. I was looking for KDL after that because I found out his running schedule, where he runs at. So I was gonna go for a run with him. Just gonna pop up next to him as he's running along. Burning our flag should not be. Listen, I'm not a flag burner. It's not my thing. I'm not a person that believes in destruction in general. With that having been said, the Supreme Court has ruled that that is protected speech under the First Amendment. Now, you are definitely entitled to your opinion on that they shouldn't, but you're not going to win that argument because they are allowed. It is free speech. Sometimes you don't like it. Do I like when the KKK does a march down the middle of the street? No. The Nazis do it. No. Do they have the right to do it? Yes. So it is what it is. I have a right to come out there and be louder than them, though. That's my general thing. So this is the football practice field. Actually, it looks like they're going out there. Guarantee right there, that's a guy who plays for the football team. Oh no, there's track and field out here. Anyway, let me go see what these cops are doing. Black Seal. They're timing people out. I said right now, to time out anybody, I don't care. Man, listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I literally just don't give a shit. Well, your moderator timed me out for 86,000 seconds. I don't care. Go to another feed. Go somewhere else. I don't care. On this subject, it's heated debates. I don't feel like getting in that. I told you, I'm here for the cops. Well, they are crazy with that. How dare they time me out? I donated $20 and your moderator timed me out. Good. I'm gonna take that $20 and just our moderators are Nazis. You are such a victim. They are Nazis. Shut the fuck up. My God. Let's go see what the cops are doing. Right, at least there are mods. On this debate right here, this shit would be out of control. It would be all offensive. We would have one side, you have a bunch of... There's my guy. You leaving?
Yeah, I gotta go to my real job.
How was it?
It's losing steam.
It's losing steam. Okay. What about the, I know the cops are staged over here.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna get a shot of that before I go.
You don't think it'll get crunchy then?
I think it...
What about tonight though? After 5?
Tonight. Yeah, it might tonight. It's done for a while.
I think this is that time of day, 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
I see it picking. Yeah, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. People at work right now, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's also like the crunchy thing just happened. You know what I mean? So like.
It was the LAPD that was responsible. Or the
US. That was Kansas State, which is why they were so bad at.
Yes.
Yeah.
ID, please. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Oh wow, they're stacked. They're not gonna let me back in, guys. I'm gonna be so annoyed if they're not gonna let me back in, I'm telling you. Because he's checking IDs. And he's got his press pass on him. Fuck. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can see that. We just left here. We're pressed. We're just coming back in.
No,
You're not allowing press in?
I'm not allowing anybody. My orders is staff, student, and faculty.
We just walked past you and we just told you.
I understand. Can I see your ID? Thank you. Only staff, student.
But we were just in
I
here.
understand that, but you're the one who went out.
But we just wanted to sit there and see what the cops were doing right here because we were told they were making a move.
You should have just stood inside.
Well, if I knew that,
So, for real though, you said I was good.
Hey, sir.
you literally just said he was good. I'm going. I'm on.
What?
You told him when he was walking out. You
Yeah.
said we're good.
Dude, I'm parked
You're
right
good.
there, man. Come on.
I know, but when we walked out, you said
Sir, your ID.
you said you're good as we walked out.
I didn't say anything to anybody. I
You did.
not-
I have it on the video as you did it.
Man, I gotta get to work. You can watch me.
Okay, just go.
Thank you, sir. We're not here to cause any problem. Thank you, sir. I knew we were gonna get back in. I was out to just walk around the thing anyway. What was he gonna do? Call the cops? I think they're a little busy right now. All right. No, I mean he's been given orders. They don't want this. They don't want this protest growing. And so what happens is, kids are at school right now, and people are at work right now. But come 4, 5, 6 o'clock, people are going to be getting off of work, and people are going to be making their way over here. And so they're trying to make sure that people who aren't students, right now, this is a student protest. You look at everybody out there. At some point, and I'm not going to stick around. I'll come back later on. Because the next 3 hours, nothing's going to happen. If I have to get back on campus, I'll find a way. But yeah, no, this is a really beautiful campus. Now I'm all hot and sweaty. The sun is beating down on my head. Like Chris at the video, the meeting, I heard about, I haven't seen it. I gotta look at it. I saw Chris confront that guy and told him he had to leave. And you know what he did? He shut up too. I wish he would show up again. Track and field building. So Chris was in Echo Park last night. Your helicopter's all over there. Where are you at? Hey, William. Give Chris's tapeworm a name. Chris's tapeworm. Near Vermont Square, yeah, that's exactly where they are. They're sitting right over at Vermont Square up there. probably like all over by that Ralph's on Vermont. Looking at the girls' track practice going on. Helicopters are dispersing, sounds like. So this could be dying down a little bit. Confident Chris catches all the good stuff. He always does. He has a good eye for this stuff. He can see like 5 blocks away, complete detail. You can see people's eye color 5 blocks away in the middle of the night. He's always in the right place at the right time. They stated the crowd isn't as big as they expected. So, I gotta tell you, it's a hard time of day to have a protest. During the daytime in LA, it's just a hard time. And it's a place where parking isn't easy to get to. There's no, like, where do you park right here? Like I said, that's the reason why I brought my Uber. But, like I said, people are at work. I actually was planning on coming over here tonight, not now, but then I saw some stuff on social media, how it got physical and the cops were making an arrest or something. So I'm walking back over to the main protest area. If it's quiet. I'll be careful. There's nothing. This is not a scary protest. The protests you have to worry about are the ones that would be like lots of cops lined up and then it starts getting aggressive. Like I've been plenty of those. This is soft. I'll walk over here. How's it going, man? I was thinking, I came over here, I said, you know, I'm not going to stand right here. The better spot's in the shade. And I looked and I saw you.
Yeah, you know. Fresh.
My guy, Eric.
What's up, guys? How you doing? How's everybody?
How's it? How long you been here for?
I've been here, I don't know, man, maybe 45 minutes.
All right.
It's kind of hard to figure out. Like, you know, sometimes you don't want to go live. It's like I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, listen, I feel I've changed. 3-4 years ago, I would never consider going live because I would want to film and then potentially blur out stuff, and I don't feel that way anymore. You know, if you're in public, I'm gonna film it. Now, if there's like somebody laying on the ground bloody, I'm not gonna go.
Sure.
You know, I'll show discretion for taste and stuff like that. But listen, if somebody's starting a cop car on fire, am I running over to film them doing it on live? No, I'm not.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna just get somebody arrested. You know.
Yeah. I mean, other people do that stuff. It's not what we do.
Yeah. I got a text last night, and they're like, "What are you doing at 7 a.m. tomorrow? There's a major event related to major thing happening related to current event." And I'm like, "Okay, so which college is it going to be?" And I'm like, "Okay, it's no brainer, USC." Then at 6 o'clock, I got a text saying, "Come here," but I didn't feel like coming. I was too tired. And I was looking at Twitter. I was looking at Sean's stuff. I'm like, there's only like 15 people out there. Then when I saw it started getting a little crunchy.
Yeah, I mean, 7 a.m. That's early.
Yeah, man.
6 a.m.
I didn't get to sleep like 3 o'clock in the morning too.
Yeah, I saw you were out. Were you out cop watching?
Nah, I was at home just taking care of stuff, working on some other stuff.
Yes.
No, I was home. I was watching you.
Oh, dude, I wanted. Oh man. Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna mute this.
Oh, either way. got bigger, honestly, but
did?
they have a schedule posted, and it says it's going to go till night, like late. Like if I read that schedule right on that tree.
Well, these were all college kids. You
Yeah.
figure people are going to get off of work.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the afternoon isn't the greatest time for a protest. But when people start getting off of work, they'll make their way over here.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is, Sean and I walked off campus to go check out the cops. When we tried to come back on, they asked for our IDs. They said only students and faculty are allowed.
So
He even showed his press pass.
And
They didn't accept his press pass. So tonight, this is going to shut down. They're not going to let people on here.
I was thinking about the way I was really curious because this is a private school, right? So
Yeah,
they
private.
They can kick people.
They can kick it.
Yeah,
They can trespass.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
So it's not a great institution. Like tonight, if they want more people to come, no one can get on campus right now to come to this protest. So it's not going to get bigger. It's only going to get smaller.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen tonight? I don't know.
I have something else too. So I filled my water bottle up, and there's a place back there and stuff. So I've been in there a couple times. It's thirsty, I guess. But when I was in there now, some people were trying to get in. I think they remotely locked the door because these people couldn't get in. And I was able. So anyway, I think they might be like locking it down.
Yeah, I sense they're not going to let this. Listen, this is USC. This is USC Police Force, which is deeply connected with the LAPD. And this is a campus that is going to, Errol Southers is running this place essentially. They're going to shut this place down and not let anything happen. So, yeah, I don't know how this is going to be sustainable.
Yeah.
If this was an open campus, this place would get bigger and bigger all night. Do they head downtown and do it down there? I'm not a fan of I think protesting downtown is the most ridiculous thing because nobody will ever see you.
Blade Runner Part 7.
Yeah.
Again. Running down some alley.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on? People don't even know where they're going.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're going to have issues keeping this thing sustained. Doesn't seem like a ton of energy.
Yeah, I mean,
What they need is they need the police, they need the LAPD to show up somewhere, and that will just animate everything.
honestly,
But they're not going to. They're off campus. So
Oh yeah.
they're on Vermont.
They had some clashes before, I guess. I guess that was USC police or whatever.
Yeah, USC who are not used to protests and don't know how to handle them. Sometimes you just gotta let things go if you're those
I agree.
cops.
Yeah. If it's a pressure cooker, sometimes you gotta just let people.
Yeah, man, you gotta back off a little
do
bit
their thing.
sometimes.
I mean,
Is there a speaker event? Are they gonna have?
they had. Well, actually, that's a good question. I heard is it Albert? Was he speaking earlier?
Corrado?
Yeah.
Oh, he spoke.
I think he said some words, but I don't know, man. I mean,
My thing though is like if you're gonna have speakers, they should probably be Palestinians. The speakers going forward. I just feel like some of these kids are gonna get up there emoting. And how many Palestinian kids do you have on campus here that are gonna speak? And so you really need that strong Palestinian leadership here if you want to make the protest work. If it starts becoming just regular college kids just having their moment.
I know we've talked about the yeah. I mean,
It's a really nice campus
yeah,
there.
man, it really is nice. Beautiful.
The campus that Reggie Bush built.
That movie back in the day, it was based on USC. It was a John Singleton movie. Higher Learning, is that it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That movie was crazy. Like I was like, what? You remember that? It's like the first. Anyway, talk about that another time. Yeah,
It's just.
I mean,
But you know how these things are.
Yeah.
Things will be calm and stuff, and then out of nowhere they're not. It'll just really depend upon how the police want to handle it.
yeah. You ever stream on Instagram?
I haven't.
Just curious. I never did either. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean that's cool.
Try something new. It's different than Scientology, I'll tell you.
I've had about enough of Scientology, man. I'm so burnt out with Scientology. But I'm happy they've taken a break because I need a break. I really need a break from it. There's other shit to worry about, especially with this, with the police budget coming up, the mayor's budget, the city budget.
Yeah, I saw there was a DWP executive.
Oh man, $700,000 you're getting paid, plus like travel expense or relocation expenses and travel expenses.
Am I missing something? What's the story there? It's a power.
The LADWP has just been a deeply corrupt entity for forever. They always have scandals. Don't they have their own? Don't they have like their own watchdog internally too?
I think so. Yeah.
It's just a mess. Yeah, I mean, come on, paying her $700,000 a year. Again, the governor makes $200,000. The mayor makes like $280,000. DWP.
Yeah. The response to these protests, like in Colombia, has been pretty crazy. I mean, it's very heavy-handed, more than even I thought.
Man, the NYPD is. They're not as deadly as the LAPD, but they're more sort of institutionally corrupt or like morally corrupt than the LAPD. They are. If I were a cop watcher in New York City, I would have had my ass beat so many times over by now. I'd been so fucked over and had no sort of recourse. Yeah, the LAPD in a lot of ways is kind of soft. I could do what I could do because they are the LAPD. They're sort of more beholden. Where listen, yeah, Adams there. He's a cop. He's Mayor Adams. That's former NYPD.
And
what was he, a captain?
And he is the more ignored part of Mayor Adams is that is one weird individual. Like, he's a weird guy.
He is a weird guy.
He's a weird.
He's a weird guy. On top of it, he's not a particularly smart guy, but he's completely full of himself. He thinks he's so brilliant.
I mean, he's probably going to jail. They're going to indict him.
He's involved with too many people, including that one minister guy, who is.
Yeah, and the FBI has raided nearly a lot of his top employees.
Yeah, didn't they seize his cell phones?
I think they did. It's about this Turkish thing.
When your mayor is having his cell phone seized by the FBI, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, no. And he wouldn't tell anyone where he lived. That was the thing on the campaign trail. It was a big deal because they were like, "You're running." Like he wouldn't. It was like, "Where do you live?" And he wouldn't. He was very evasive. You can't be like a public official and be that evasive.
I can't wait till Karen Bass is arrested.
She's pretty tight with Scientology, right? That whole thing.
She had been sort of, but she's not a particular. I think she was opportunism more than anything. I don't actually think she'll go to jail. I think people around her are going to go to jail because they're fleecing the city. And I don't know if she's. I'm not cutting her any break. I don't know if she even gets it. I think she's an incompetent manager and doesn't know what she's doing, and she's like one of those super old political types. Been in Washington way too long. Doesn't understand LA, so she just defaulted to all these staffers who are just corrupt.
I'm surprised to see even ran for mayor because most people don't go from Congress to mayor.
Yeah,
that's very unusual.
It was unusual, and the thing is, when she was running for re-election in Congress, she was getting 95% of the vote. She wasn't used to much criticism, and then now it's totally different. In Congress, you're working on legislation that takes 3 years to pass. Here, you got to fill the potholes, as a mayor. And I don't know if she was, it's not exactly the same skill set,
You know, my thing, I don't know, actually, I don't want to blow for our whole, when we do a conversation, but I am curious what you think about, like, multiple messages. Like, this is about, it's I guess a criticism of mine when I watch some of the stuff I see. It's like, I believe you should pick one thing and hammer that message.
Especially like, let's take protests for instance, right? You're there for something, and then next thing you know, ends up becoming about, healthcare and a million other things. And listen, like I said, when we were doing a Scientology protest, I specifically said, don't come here to talk about Palestine or Israel. We're here for this. We don't all agree on that, but we're all agree on this. And you have to, that's the only way to stay unified. Otherwise, you start getting all that resentment, all the infighting and stuff. And the same thing when it comes to city government. You have to just hammer home one thing at a time.
Exactly.
Right now, though, not very high on the city. This budget is the most absurd budget. And it's one of those things where it becomes a death spiral where if you keep on stripping away services, cutting $425 million for homelessness and housing while giving the police more money, where they already have 48.6% of our discretionary budget, you're going to give them more, and then what's going to happen? When people are struggling even more because of housing issues and homelessness, it leads to more crime, which then will need more need for the police. And so you get that death spiral. Yeah. You got to invest in something, invest in the future. Yeah. Can't be reactive policing, got to be proactive investment to prevent crime.
Yeah. I mean, better society.
Yeah.
Cut down on that, and you'll only have, there's always going to be some people, but I mean,
yeah, of course you are. You're going to have people that no matter what, and honestly, no matter how privileged. Yeah. Let me tell you, billionaires commit crimes too, right?
Of course.
They get jealous and, hurt their spouses and things like that. But at the same time, there's got to be that balance where we're getting to the point where services are going to be cut so much, the quality of life is going to get hammered. Yeah. We're cutting sanitation. We cannot afford to cut any sanitation in LA. The place needs a good sweeping, and we're going to cut sanitation. We're going to cut, here's my favorite, we are cutting public accountability spending by like 58%. Cutting public accountability by 58%. We're cutting the controller's budget by 7%, by $12 million. The controller who audits listen, for every dollar you put towards auditing, you probably get $100 back in savings from finding, waste, fraud, and abuse. So none of it makes sense. Youth services, just everything's being cut. But police are getting more money. A ton, not even a little bit more, 150 million more. It doesn't make sense, man.
The city council is the one who sets the budget, or both of them?
Yeah, the city council the mayor proposes a budget. City council is now going to kind of go over it and make their own, but they're really going to use hers as a template. And then from there, listen, when I was at that council meeting, Hugo's district, you know how I feel about that Inside Safe program. It's just, I call it the biggest scam program for homelessness ever. I've never seen anything like this. And Hugo's office was gloating because they're like, yes, it's been preserved and brought back. I'm like, but you're going to cut all these other homelessness programs, but you're going to keep that worst one of all time. Yeah. So it's frustrating.
Oh, definitely. It's charge of this thing. Especially if they're not letting anyone in, then I might stay longer. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'm in that conundrum where it's like, fuck, I don't really want to be here. Yeah. This is. I want to be here. I felt like more of an obligation if the cops were doing shit, but at the same time, if they're not going to let things get back in here, let anybody back in here. Fuck. Yeah, thank God I brought a charger and a couple phones.
Yeah.
Can make my life easy. Put my phone on a stand.
Oh yeah.
just setting this up on a tripod because I don't feel like holding it.
Oh, that's cool.
Shout out to Nerd Report for giving this to me.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool.
Make life so much easier.
Yeah, then you can just focus. And
Yeah, I hate having to hold in my hand. Everybody's like, why are you? It's too wobbly. You've been, you hold the phone for like 4 hours straight and you're complaining about wobbles.
I'm like, you're at home eating cheese doodles. Like, I'm so sick of that, man. Like, my favorite was get the action. I was like, dude, I'm not like a paparazzi.
Yeah,
like,
you're not a stringer. You know?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a Nightcrawler. Like,
Yeah.
that really, man. I should have banned that guy.
Oh man, listen, I do it nonstop. The chat hates me. They're like, oh, you guys are Nazis. You cut down free speech. Yep. Click.
It's a private platform and it's your channel.
Yeah, so this doesn't apply to
Go somewhere else. Annoy
Yeah,
somebody.
there are other people.
Tired of that, man. I'm getting.
And then my favorite is like, I'll be out going to get the damn smoothie or something, and then all of a sudden I'll see a police thing happen. I'm running to the scene, and they're like, you need to carry a gimbal. I'm like, do you go walk out of your house and go to walk to the store with a gimbal in your hand?
Yeah. People like, you need to bring just a lot of bad ideas that come out in that chat. Like,
so I get it that people want to be involved. They want to, I get that, But man, shit.
For the record, I love my chat. It's just a few times.
It's awesome. I love you guys.
Yeah, exactly. A few times, when the streams get bigger, people start coming in from other, DOA's chat, and they were wiling a little bit. So, anyway.
Like Zach's chat last night was lit.
Yeah, man, that was. Hey, man, did I tell you someone followed me to? I was covering that. Someone followed me to a Scientology protest, probably for a couple hours, and then what they were really trying to do was follow me to the next protest I covered, which was that thing downtown. And then they put a big photo of me on their live stream, trying to get that's what I was going to tell you that night. Big photo up there, like. So you know what I did yesterday? I went and geolocated myself, which I've never done, to figure out where I was taken. It's actually kind of cool. So I figured anyway.
You're looking for the shade too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just like a place to sit.
Yeah. It's.
Collect my thoughts.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like I'm losing my voice.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially when I got here.
Yeah, I got here after, but I saw that. Yeah, man. People are trying to get cute, like with like I care, like. I was like, dude, you don't even know what you just did. Like,
Yeah, no, that's why honestly a lot of times I get in trouble for not knowing what's going on in my chat. People are like, there's all these fights going on, I don't even see it, and honestly, I don't care. It's just like shit, I got other things to worry about.
Yeah, I mean,
there's too many other things, and it's like interpersonal beef in the chat room. It's like,
I stay out of that. I don't want to know. People
is this getting smaller and smaller, or it is?
I don't know, man. It seems pretty steady. I mean,
do they march through campus?
They did march, but it was just basically around the park here. I don't think they did a campus march. They might though. I mean,
saying the same chants over and over again and again.
Yeah, I mean, so
guys. Charlie Psychology got his money already? Did he? I think he's right around 2,000 last I saw. It's close. Mina, yeah, you're visible. I got your email. Am I Mexican, bro? I'm not Mexican. I am black and I am Norwegian. Cuba, I appreciate that. Do I look dehydrated? No. I mean, I'm a little bit thirsty, but at 17:02 currently. Are you East Coast? From the East Coast. New York. No gum today, streets? Nah, not yet. I could use some though. You may be out there for a while. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I have enough batteries. I brought a backpack and the chargers and everything I need. Yank or Mets fan streets? Man, I'm gonna say Yankees. I grew up a Mets fan though. I was a Darryl Strawberry fan, a Dwight Gooden, Keith Hernandez, Mookie Wilson type fan. When the Mets were all on cocaine. And then the whole team was on coke. They were like 86, and then I became a Yankee fan around in the 2000s. I still like the Mets, just that. Yeah, the cocaine Mets. They were all on coke. They were great.
Crazy.
You take them off the coke and win. What is Help Me Film Them first name? Who's Help Me Film Them?
Help me film them?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Well, Mike Piazza. Yeah, actually, I wasn't. When Mike Piazza became a player for the Mets, I wasn't so much of a Mets fan. I mean, I'm not so much of a baseball fan. Baseball is the whole thing of being invested in 3.5-hour baseball games, 162 games a year. It's like a double header, please. I did not know Darryl Strawberry's brother was a cop. Did not know that.
Back in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Hold it down.
Don't give.
Good
LA Times had a poll that said 71% of LA residents support the LAPD. That is factually incorrect. It's literally the other way around. The LAPD 10 years ago had a 70% approval rating. As of 2022, it was down to 30%. With Michael Moore, the old chief, having a 20% approval rating. So that is literally not true. Yeah, I'll show you. Here, hold on. Let me. Of course. So I don't know what the latest poll numbers are. So according to this LA Times poll, that 30% of respondents approved of the job the LAPD was doing. So LAPD approval rating was 30%. Now, if you see back in 2009, they had a 77% approval rating. So it went from 77% approval rating in 2009 to 30% in 2022.
Try this Instagram thing. Never been live on it.
I've never either. I don't really use Instagram much.
Yeah.
I post stuff on there, but and honestly, to me, I find Instagram to have like the least nasty comments.
Interesting.
The worst comments, the most nasty comments, TikTok. TikTok is a nasty place. YouTube is actually very good. YouTube is actually I would say,
Yeah, they can catch a lot of them.
TikTok is just full of nasty ass people.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, people need to be nicer.
It's the truth. I'm gonna tell you. For what I deal with, Instagram is 1,000 times less nasty than TikTok. I'm not gonna ask that. Instagram's Reels comments are the worst. At the end of the day, I don't really look at Instagram. I post what I post, and it's really about it.
Instagram also like deletes lives after 7 days, I think.
They do.
Which is kind of interesting.
That's another thing. Moderation on TikTok is every one of my lives that I put on TikTok, just 90% were taken down, even if only I banned for an hour or something. It's just their moderation sucks.
Yeah.
Every video I post will get flagged one way or another.
It's ridiculous.
Shit, I had my whole account removed from TikTok. Two of them actually. A Scientology one and a cop one.
It's ridiculous. I brought a bunch of food. I'm still hungry.
Are there a lot of news units here?
I saw, yeah, dude. I saw a couple when Fox was here. I can only imagine what that's going to be like. But yeah, I saw a bunch of. I think most outlets are here or going to be.
Are there any counter protesters?
I saw a couple what I would describe as like looks from people who looked like they had something to say, but I didn't see any counter protests. I mean. Yeah, this has been
have an IRS protest today down
I was gonna go to that, but then I heard about this and that.
there? I know there was a police event I was going to go to where they had a police chase. Guy crashed into a bicyclist in the intersection, killed him.
Oh man.
Over on, it's not far from here, 46 in Hooper, which is
That's terrible.
15 blocks away. I get really annoyed with the police chases because it was a stolen car. It's a property crime, right? It's one thing, I guess, if it's a murder suspect or something like that, but if it's a property crime. And if the thing is like, you know, we have to recover the property for the person. Well, the car is flipped over. The car is ruined.
Yeah. We've been through this. I mean, I thought they changed the law about that, about police pursuits. I guess it didn't work. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, really, property crimes, man. I remember one time in Hollywood, I think there were 3 crashes during 7 days. Western in Santa Monica, and Sunset at the 101.
I think, and I was thinking about it the other day regarding the, was it William Dorsey? I was thinking about that horrible, what happened there. And I think some of these guys, I mean, I'm just theorizing here, but it's like they joined, it's like this Call of Duty thing. It's like in their head, they see that moment. But that's not what happened.
Well, him especially because he had been an inside cop. He was like working in the senior lead officer offices and stuff. And 2 days before that, he actually met Michael Moore. And he was on Twitter, picture of him. And then he was finally going from being an inside cop back out into the field.
Good.
And so he showed up in that scene and he was just like, I've got something to prove. He wouldn't take direction. They told him to slow it down multiple times. And he kept going in there and he insisted on shooting his rifle. That's really what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and they told him not to.
He wanted to be a hero.
Yeah.
And now 2 people are dead because of him. And now I guess he's over in Southeast Division, he's been seen.
Wow.
Police chief said the shooting was out of policy. Recommended termination. LAPD commission stepped in and said, no, the first shot was in policy. The last 2 are out of policy. So therefore, he probably got like a 20-day suspension and he's back out in the street. 20 days. Yeah, it may be unpaid, but the union covers all your lost pay. Yeah. So when you're suspended without pay, the union covers that.
You know, it's crazy too how many of those guys are anti-union, and they have one. I've had conversations with cops about like this one cop said one time, he said the guy was a friend of mine and he moved away, but you know, long before I did any of this kind of work. And he said, what have they done for me? I was like, he worked for the sheriff's.
Yeah, literally your union is not allowed for you.
I was like, are you, dude? You work like 2 days a week. Like, anyway, like.
Seems like it's just kind of condensing right now.
Yeah.
What the hell did Karen Bass just tweet now? Crafty, you are correct. That's Eric. What's Karen Bass talking about now? I get tired of looking at her phony ass smile. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it, guys. I don't know if I can spend my whole day.
It's gonna be a long day.
And now that the sun has come out and it's really nice out, I got some stuff out.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Will, is your surname from German background? Yeah, it means... I don't know. Actually, from that sense, I don't do The mods are going hard right now. Good. Police are here, but it's honestly, the crowd is just peaceful and just doing their thing. The way you make them to amp things up is if the cops just come over here and the protesters will automatically flock over to the cops. It'll be a bunch of tension. You're just better off keeping them. They're not even on campus, the LAPD. They're off campus over on Vermont, just staging there. You got the LAPD overhead. Here. Let me show you guys what it looks like right now. Crowd is smaller, guys, low key, which means in a few minutes I'll probably be leaving because I think it's so my general feeling, probably get in trouble for saying this, right? But I just feel like chanting over and over again doesn't get anywhere. Maybe just change it up, do some speeches or something like that. Yeah. Actually, when they start going to the timeless 60s chants, the police are over there, they're the campus police. Zach is going to show up and tell me to go home because it's too dangerous. I didn't help that situation at all last night. Because I was like, I said that La Poubelle is more dangerous than South Central. I mean, in some ways it is. Because if you're staying in your car in Figueroa and just driving around, you don't really have too much. Like, don't pull over and don't stop. Pay attention at lights, things like that. But La Poubelle, people do keep on getting hit. And it's a good idea not to have people there on their own. If somebody comes and steals your phone, then what? Is somebody in South Central you can confirm, Jackie? Yeah, I mean, so I'm not mad at him for showing concern. Especially, I would imagine Zach was a little traumatized about just, he just got hit. I personally could have done better by not just stirring things up. But it was just being sarcastic. Same sarcastic shit I'd do with Jessica or Chris or whatever. Yeah, it did get serious pretty quickly. Kind of caught me by surprise. Not everybody's sarcasm is the same, I guess, or receives sarcasm the same. He thought I was being legit. I mean, that's... No, I was legit when I said, listen, what's his name? Daniel from Salem. The night when he got followed home, when I was leaving there, I was like, something told me, I said, ask him twice, how are you getting home? How are you going to get home? He said he's going to the train. Then he got fouled that night, and he kept on having all those drunks come out there. So it's like, does anybody need to be out there one-on-one with nobody around? No? Absolutely not. At the same time, I probably could have done better by not stirring up the go back to check. I was doing that more to try to hurt Eric's chances of flirting. Campus is closed. He's got alert. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, the protest is gonna. This protest is. It's what's gonna happen is nobody new can get on campus, so this protest is just gonna get smaller and smaller, wither away, and they're not even gonna let you back on with a press pass either. Yeah, it sucks. You think just because, you think you come in guys press pass on, you think that'd be enough to get you past the gate, and it's not. Which would suck if something does happen here. Yeah. But yeah, they're gonna restrict the pace. That's why you gotta protests work best in public spaces. A lot of times protests end up down at like downtown. I don't get it, like on the weekends downtown, because there's nobody down there to see you protesting. Hollywood makes sense, I guess. Just don't come to Hollywood, you know how I feel. If I catch somebody breaking a window in Hollywood, it's going to be me and them every time. I know. Oh, man. I've had so many fights over there. So many. I spent 2020 and 2021 just having fights left and right.
The bank doesn't even feel it. It's fixed the next day.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. Yeah. Oh, and especially when they go out to like the little stores, the mom and pop store.
That's disgraceful.
They crushed Hollywood Boulevard in 2020. In 3 nights, it was looted and destroyed twice in 3 nights. And so people are like, fuck it, I'm out of here. I'm not coming back. I was helping this lady clean up. She had like an Indian craft store, and they just stole everything and they tore it up. And then the only thing they didn't is her daughter's like ashes were in there. And they did not destroy that. She's like, that's the only thing I care about. But she's like, I'm done. I'm not gonna come back after that. You named yourself Film the Police LA Live. I named myself Film the Police LA. The live part is because I'm live right now. That's what YouTube decided. Let me look at the chat. Is it chat toxic, guys? How toxic is it? Cabot has better things than his time to protest. What are you doing with your time right now, Cabot? You're watching this shit. You're sitting there literally, you have nothing better in your time to do than watch a live stream. Anyway, say goodbye to Cabot. Bye, Cabot. Bye-bye. Take care. A public college is open, period. It's not a public college, it's a private college. USC is a private college. UCLA is a public college. If this was at UCLA, it would be a different story. Although I would imagine they have the ability to restrict movement there if they call some sort of alert. Austin is crazy. So the making speeches now to me was always, but like I said, they closed off the campus so you can't get on here. Whoever's here is stuck. And I should not be leaving my bag unattended. Was it food over there?
Grab some food, man.
Yeah.
I said there's like a Starbucks or something.
Oh, over here where isn't where the Trader Joe's is?
Or what? Oh, whatever. Is there a Trader Joe's here too?
Wait, where are we at? I'm trying
Got
to.
some on campus.
Yeah, they got all that stuff lined up.
really?
They even have a Chipotle, but that's on Fig. Huh, on Fig. Let's not talk about Fig.
I just don't want to leave campus.
Yeah, actually, fuck,
Won't
that
be
would
able
be.
to get back to you.
I'm thinking that would be That would technically be campus, leaving campus.
Just grab whatever is.
Oh yeah, they have all these food.
Oh, cool. Yeah, just.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see what I can find over here.
Brought a bunch of food, but I'm still.
Yeah, I always bring
Yeah, I should've
some
been.
bars and stuff. I didn't
Yeah.
even really eat breakfast before I left.
Me
And of
neither.
course, it's closing up. Oh, it's all closing up.
And these people. It's got to be something. Can't close down on me now.
Yeah, this was all lined up. I should have grabbed something earlier. I made a mistake.
Do they do that on purpose?
Actually, I don't even think I'm gonna stay much longer anyway, because it's
I hear you, man.
nobody can get on here. This place, it's only gonna get smaller. All right, brother.
Sorry.
I'm just wondering, do they? Oh, you got that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop in there for a second.
I think I'm actually gonna leave campus and get out of
I
here.
don't blame you, man.
All right.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah, yeah, good
Always
seeing you.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful out there.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, I have made the executive decision that I am going to leave here. It's just the protest isn't going to get any bigger. It's impossible. It can only get smaller, and there's no reason for the LAPD to come in. They're off campus right now, but Professor Streets, what was that about? Go join that Discord, guys. Oh yeah, they're putting tight security at the gate. Putting very tight security at the gate. Discord is great, and on top of it, just an overall great resource. Sand volleyball courts. Uh-oh, what street are we on, guys? Figueroa. We just down at the other end of it. You know what, I'm gonna walk over here. Yeah, so USC is, they can go every one. Basically the base of South Central. USC is the hood a little bit. So yeah, no, this is Figueroa. Takes you to the heart of downtown. Runs right along the edge of USC. But we're talking about right now, we're in the 30s. I don't know what number street this would be, like 35th. Where the other part of Figueroa, that's like the 60s, 70s on up. Let me order this damn Uber. Zachy with the bad mods. What's wrong with the Zach's mods? I thought Zach would. This is USC. This is like USC is literally Zach's stomping grounds. He knows what USC way better than me, so I figured he'd be here. Going home. All right, that's ordered. Won't be here for 5 minutes. Zach is mad at the chat. Worked at Fig and Adams, sold insurance to the rich kids. That's right over there by 7-Eleven, right? The gas station across the street. I think that's what it is. Yeah. The 7-Eleven, yeah. I used to commute from Long Beach to downtown every day for work, and I would get off the freeway right there and stop at that 7-Eleven every day. Popeyes, yep. I noticed that you have a lot of shoes. What are you wearing today? Been wearing these a lot lately, this pair. I got a lot of shoes, not gonna lie. I was thinking about going and get some today. See what my lift is. The Nissan Sentra. The worst thing is when I get into the backseat of a car and I have to bend my neck over the whole ride. Shoe size 12 and a half. 12 and a half. You know what they say about big feet, right? Big hands, big feet, big shoes. Is Nike your favorite brand? I guess it just ends up being that way. Low key, I'm just lazy to go shopping anywhere else. I'm like, fuck it, when we walk over to Foot Locker, and what's in Foot Locker? Nike shit everywhere. Big socks too. So yeah, I just get lazy. A lot of times I'll be like, fuck, I don't feel like doing laundry. Let me go buy some shirt. Let me buy some t-shirts. Let me go buy some hoodies. You have more shoes? Jessica's in the house. Jessica, no problems today, Jessica. I don't want you causing any problems. You caused so many problems last night, Jessica. I'm tired of being blamed for it. I did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing. What's going on, man? How's it going? Look, we got joy of everything over here. Where are you headed to? Oh, okay, yeah, you can't get back in now. Yeah, the only way you can get back in is if you have a student ID. Yeah, so they're trying to shut it down that way, and it will. I appreciate it, man. Ah, you are. Well, like I told you before, you represent LA. You show LA, you are the heart of LA. So you keep on doing that. You take care, brother. Oh, is my Uber here? There we go. For William?
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
Y al ratito compramos el de 1100 o el de ese de 850. Ya es doble gasto. ¿Ya se tomó las pastillas o no?
Good headspace.
¿Ya no se va a regresar a trabajar?
It's hard when I get in. I have to spend the whole time like this.
¿Sí?
Oh, anyway, that was joy of everything. You guys familiar with no cologne smell? My God, my ride over here earlier was, I was ready to throw up because I'm kind of like allergic to Jessica. Jessica.
No lo hemos llevado.
Film the Ubers.
No le hemos llevado sus trajes
Film
a
the
la
Ubers.
comadre. Y lo estaba diciendo su comadre. Dice, no, dice, va a decir la comadre que ya me ha dado venir de su cucharita de frises.
I've seen USC's campus change so much. Jessica, come on now. I need good behavior from you.
Luego vamos, dice, ya y luego.
Remember, Jessica, we're gonna go to FIG because apparently somebody said that you fit in. Remember that one? I can't believe that. That's why Jessica wanted to get her lick back. Oh, look who we got. How come, see, they let the news media park that way, but they don't let me. Why can't I park like that?
Ya se va, ya cuadramos bien con su comadre, no se quería quedar allá, digo, pero entonces, ¿cómo? Ya platicamos, ya como.
You know what, though?
Ya tener que quedar, voy a quedar.
I'm trying to see, are they making them show ID when they get on campus over here? I look like a college kid, don't I? I look college age. I look 18. Need a utility van. You look like you're from Compton and that you would fit in on FIG. That's wild. I don't get it. How can everybody look at Jessica and say that? Those Jordans over there look nice. Makes me want to get a pair of those. I look like a teacher? I told you I've done 2 classes over here. I didn't teach him. I spoke at a journalism class. I don't know, 3-4 months ago. And then I did a little sort of, I don't know, you wouldn't call it teaching, but did 2 classes for a professor on like police accountability. I'm good at that. You make me a professor or something like that, and everybody's gonna want to sign up for my class because I can talk. I could talk. Those kids would be like, "Will he just shut the hell up?" Because I talk. You two got me timed on Zach's channels last night. I realized that I was not in my best behavior, whipping things up. What I would say is, honestly, it wasn't mean to Jessica, and I joke with Jessica the same way, you know, and it's just we joke around. So when we started joking around, I think, and honestly, it really wasn't malicious. I mean, on Jessica's part, it was totally malicious. Totally. I think she's... So, I mean, put it on her, not on me. I'm kind of innocent. She's potentially a bad influence on me. This grown man giving an apology right now. Will got his good after dark voice going on. I just don't want to be too loud in here when somebody else is in here. Dave wants to know if Jess is going live tonight. Jessica, are you going live tonight? He did not call me Daddy Streets. We're not doing that. With all that having been said, and I'll say this again. So Zach's shit is entertaining. I don't really watch streams like that. I'll tune into it because it is. Listen, he takes you a combination of. I was talking to a friend out there today, a journalist, a guy who was out there today that I talked to about this a couple nights ago. Like, Figueroa is a story. It's literally human trafficking going on. The key thing is like, how do you cover it? Because you're not going to get them to interview. They're going to be like, get the hell away from me. But it's happening out there, so it's like trying to find that balance. So Zach is right. You got to find that balance on how to do it. And it literally should be covered. Oh, I haven't been over here in a while. I'm on Normandy and Jefferson. This is literally where I come on New Year's to watch the fireworks, because they put on some fireworks shows over here. I used to always go to this Starbucks that's down there on Western. I used to always go to that one because it's actually nice. Do a lot of cop watching over here. Dave, I have to hang out with my boyfriend tonight, so I'm not sure. Why is she? It's just funny how you'll say nice things about Dave behind his back, but then you get on here and she starts kind of giving Dave a cold shoulder. She's weird like that. I think she plays hard to get, so you just got to keep on coming harder after Jessica. You'll see. She likes that.
Esos son los sueños,
Right, Jessica?
esos son los sueños, compadre, la ilusión de uno, pues, que pegarle, pues, bien. Pegarle, o sea, trae ganas, porque no trae mucho dinero.
I'm a big fan of trolling Jessica. She'll troll me too. She started it. So for me, it's just a get back. Brandon, Tommy, what's going on, brother? Who do you want to draft? Who would you take with the first round?
¿Cómo estaban? ¿Estaban bien? Pues amigos estaban buenos.
I want the Jets to take one of the receivers in the first round.
La comida está buena, las salsas están buenas. Ya nomás.
Probably be Roma Dunze. Hell yeah, Jessica. I said, fuck it, Dave. Let's hang out tonight. See, I told you, Dave. Told you. You gotta be persistent with her. Hey, you know. If you watch Jessica, you know you have to be persistent. So you gotta be persistent, Dave. She's not gonna just like, oh, somebody just asked her. No, you have to kind of, low key, you gotta kind of annoy her. I know that sounds weird. Remember, she's from New Jersey, so it's like you gotta be tough. You gotta literally annoy her. So that's what I'm saying, Dave. Just annoy the hell out of her. Oh man, the lowrider got a boot. Oh man, he got booted. Oh, I used to love. This is actually right here, right over here at Adams and Western. Yeah, this is the Southwest Division. This is when I had one of my first stops in this division, probably like 2021. Guy was pulled over here with Jaguar. They had him handcuffed, and when I was filming right here, people were watching me like, "Ooh, what is he doing? I can't believe he's filming that right there. Watch out for those cops." And I was screaming at the cops. They didn't know how to. Actually, I used to always be right up and down here on Adams, between here and Normandy, down at the gas station, the 7-Eleven down there. Because there were so many police stops right here, because they come from Crenshaw down there, all the way down here, and they kind of fly at night. And then USC campus is not far from that.
O nos ponemos así nomás mientras lo hacemos a la plancha, ya después que salga para el trompo.
Jessica is a trust fund, baby. Dave, that's the one thing I can confirm. Jessica, you're gonna get Dave all excited. Dave, don't get excited. Don't show your hand like that with her. Trust me. Jessica has your address? Do you have Jessica's address? You never home? Never homie?
Trae su planchita, como la plancha que tenemos, ¿ve? Ahí cuenta que es igual, así de ese mismo material, pues es hierro, pues. No,
You don't have her address?
Es igual como la que tenemos nosotros, es el mismo material, pero pues, o sea, trae su quemador y tiene, o sea, está bien, pues, está completo.
Why are you asking, Jess?
De 12 piedras, ese.
His keyboard bag like that.
Más grande que hay.
Oh man, let me stop. I won't be a terrible person again.
Sí, compadre, pues, ¿quién lo hablamos? Pues, que yo escucho que está bien apurado con su dolor.
A dating show for Jessica? Absolutely.
Pues acuéstese, compadre, porque se va a ir a trabajar.
Tried to hook her up with this dude the other night.
¿Sí?
He asked, streets give us a meow. I'm retiring that. I don't want to encourage any more of that. Wouldn't it have been funny if Jessica did that during the city council meeting, though, the neighborhood council? I mean, it would have made a mockery of it, but the Moffitt guy wanted Jessica. Jessica, did you know about that? Change nows to meow. So I'm saying, come on now. Say, come on, meow. We like when you're bad. I'm terrible, man. I'm gonna go to hell for some of the stuff I do. I'm pretty sure he would have died.
No, ya tiene rato le pagué el tratamiento de que le iban a poner su canal y la chingada, nomás pagamos y ya al último ya no nos alcanzó.
Jessica wanted that cop in Pasadena.
Y así anduvo.
Man, that was funny.
Pero un año más.
The whole city
Y ya
meows
cuando
you.
empezó a molestar, fue otra vez. Y ya cubría el pinche.
We're gonna run,
medical,
it's
por
okay.
arreglar la muela ahorita.
You in LB? Nah, right now I'm in. What would this be considered?
Ahorita,
Not
le digo,
Koreatown.
a su comadre que
I don't know if you
me la
can.
mande.
This is not Adams.
Ok, compa, ya si nomás de dolor, vaya una vez y ahorita le matan el nervio.
I guess it's sort of like the basic Koreatown.
Sí, compa. Dale.
What's he saying, Angie? Because I don't know.
Pues ya la última que tenía, compadre.
I will
ahorita
not.
pues le iba a hablar a usted para hablarle para pues que la
Kelly,
pasaban.
that's funny.
Pues ya para el 3, para aquí a 15 días nos ponemos.
It's
¿sí?
true,
Viernes
too.
8. Pues ya.
Pasadena cop was ready, and she was ready.
Okay.
Jessica was ready for him.
Pues vamos a ir una vez, compadre. Va usted conmigo cuando tenga chancita.
What's up, Jade? Missy Jade.
Ok. Está bien, compa.
Is he really?
Sale.
What's he saying? What's going on, Jamie? He's talking shit about me? Hell yeah. At least he's doing it to my face. Not really, I guess. He was literally giving you the department number? That's funny. He got jokes. He's saying that he's scared. He should be.
Mándame la dirección de tu dentista ahorita porque el compadre está bien malísimo de la muela.
Am I being a badass as usual? I didn't do anything wrong today. Yet. Oh, and yeah, I've been stirring things up. Stirring things up a little bit. It's all in good fun. Although like I said, I take responsible for stirring things up last night a little bit. I put more, like I said, we all agree. Everybody agrees we put more of the blame on Jessica. I would say she gets 90%, I get 10%. The day is young, plenty of time to raise hell. Oh man, those are the worst ones. Those are the worst pains. That type of pain is the worst pain. That and earaches. Stir it up. He kept quoting you though, not me. But did I really say that? What I was being quoted as saying? It's true. I was like, no. Christina, absolutely, that's the worst pain. Street said leave, want to see the message. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that. The only thing I said is something like, don't leave her there by herself. Even though I knew she was there with Eric, I'm at fault for that. I thought Eric, Eric's a friend of mine. I thought he was getting his Mac on, but then it just went left and I was stunned. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know. Driver said we're gonna drop you off on the corner of Fig if we don't get a meow. I'm gonna go to Fig. Not as a customer. I wanna make some money. Rent's coming up next week. Chat knew I was messing around. I know, but it seems like I'm stirring it up. And I was influenced by Jessica because you know Jessica. You're really good at lying. I'm impressed. Do I watch Smoke and Scan? Nah, I haven't. Sounds interesting though. Will's working on a Fig now. Well, I mean, technically I'm Western. If I keep on going up, there's a little spot over there. Streets don't remind me about rent next week. 1, Jess fault. Hell yeah. 2, streets. How do I come in second? Get out there in your thong, always. I don't go to a protest without a thong on. Zach's a little thinker. I know. That's why I said his channel is gonna blow up because for one, it's entertaining. 2, he's really smart and he has a lot of information to give. And for me, I love stuff like that. I love people who have information to give, especially like nuts and bolts, isn't of like policy and it's not for everybody. But then he brings like a certain entertainment quality to it. And on top of it, he's just a good guy. Although he's changed it up, he went from the yellow jacket to like hood Zach. He went from yellow jacket with the hood to hood Zach. He freaks me out with the bandana, I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, people don't color bang like that anymore, flag bang. You don't see people walking around with flags in their back pocket. It's not that, but when you have it around your neck like that and he's got a bald head, from a distance, you're not gonna know if he's black or he looks like he's about to go, he's got the bandana around his neck. It looks like he's just gonna pull it up and go slide on somebody, do a drill. And so it just looks, so it's not about the color, it's just, so that freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie, that freaks me out. Zach dropped the bandana, my guy. When you go on the other side of the 10, the other side of Adams, drop that bandana, my guy. He's a walking encyclopedia. He's got a ton of information. I like information. But I kid. I like to kid. I'm always not serious. I always feel like everybody knows I'm kidding around. Not being literal about everything. Yeah, I was joking, but not joking totally. Like, I was not joking when I said that, yes, nobody should be over there by themselves. Of course not. At Labu Bell. Because they're going to keep on coming out and trying to do some shit. And do what they did with DOA the other day and punch them and stuff. Like, that's going to happen. But if you're in the ice cream shop and stuff, what's Zach's channel? Zach Obama or Zach Ellison? I think the actual is Zach Obama. Give him a follow. I'm telling you, he's gonna have a million. He's gonna have 1 million subscribers. He told him to leave the ice cream place. Yeah, that's not good. Streets is older. He's seen more. I'm gonna be 50. And I feel about 21. Every generation has turned on the protest soapbox. Okay, that's why I don't. But like I said, I cover protests. I don't really protest. I usually don't get involved with them because, quite honestly, they're usually not effective. Jay says she's 23, but she feels 50. Oh, no. Gonna be 39. Your birthday's today, Missy J? Everybody say happy birthday to Missy. It's all in fun, guys, just teasing. Well, we can't always tease now. Now we know. Jessica, I hope you learned your lesson. You cause so many problems. You cause problems like Angel causes problems. Happy birthday, Missy. Is it Jessica's birthday today or is it tomorrow? It's coming up one of these days. See how I mess with Jessica like that? We've been doing this for forever. Chris. Where's Chris at? Love messing with Chris. Cam. I would love messing with Cam too. Chris is at the Blue right now. I should go home and get my car, sneak up on him. The TikTok of you that posted on Twitter, whoever made that, I literally watched it like 50 times. I was just laying on my couch, just crying, looking at that. It was so funny. I would say do it. He said do it. Go over there. He'd love it. I would say don't tell him I want to sneak up on him, but it's too late. Chat some snitches. And then Chris would be like, oh, chat's lying. He wouldn't believe it. So maybe it'll work. Yeah, the one that danced. That's funny. He used to DOA yelling at the chat. DOA was funny yesterday when he was being detained. Do you think TikTok will be sold, or do you think Chinese will just close up shop? Listen, I believe in First Amendment right of freedom of speech. Right? I think that a social media site shouldn't have governments telling them what they can or cannot do. But TikTok banned me, so fuck them. Ban TikTok. Burn that thing to the ground. To hell with TikTok. You ban me, you get nothing. Right, Jessica? If they sell it, I want them to sell it to somebody that will unban. I don't even really care about me. Unban Jessica. DOA was funny yesterday. I should dance on L. Ron Hubbard. Bro, I don't dance. I'm from the streets. I want to see the CEO of TikTok sleeping on Hollywood Boulevard after this. I'm with Jessica on that. Where are we going? We're going past the mayor's house. It's the mayor's house. Where is it? Just past it? What street is this? The mayor's house who just got robbed. She lives over here. What street is this? Plymouth? I think we just passed it, maybe. She lives one block off of. Was that it? What street is this? I can't remember the exact name of the street, but it's the Getty House. Lucerne. Is it Lucerne? Arden? Maybe that was it. Yeah, that was it. I was positive. But yeah, no, the mayor lives right over here. I'd rather, from this point on, I'd rather dance than meow. I'd rather twerk for y'all than meow. Oh no, the mayor's house is coming up. It's nice over here, Hancock Park area. We're just south of Hollywood. fine twerking will do. Did you delete that video of me meowing? Be a kind person, be a good person, Jessica, and delete that. You think after all the problems you caused yesterday, Will's going to twerk in his pink? Oh no, hell no, not pink, more like lavender. I don't chat much in DOA chat because I don't remember which words are banned. What does that mean? No deletion allowed. How much I gotta pay? How much I gotta pay? I'll pay money to get rid of that. Because it's gonna be used against me. You clipped the meows forever on the web. That's really cold. That's cold. 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 Cold as ice. Slide me $5, you got a deal? Alright, I thought I was gonna have to pay $500. Roller skate down L. Ron Hubbard Way and wear a neon fanny pack like it's 1992? I would do that too. I would do that. You're generous. Hey, Jessica, Dave wants to know if he can get him an LA shirt. Can you get him an LA shirt? I'm worried about getting camp. Man, the cat community is the most brutal community to go up against. You don't ever want to go up against them. You go up against the cat community, you don't know. You're gonna have all the old ladies with 13 cats coming after you. You don't want that. Worn or unworn. You know, worn. Worn unwashed. I'm going to hell. He'll be like, he'll be clutching it, walking around with it. Get some Heelys. Man, I can get Heelys would be good. I get around. Smell hoodies. So what are you gonna do, Jesse? You gotta don't leave the man hanging. You walk around like, what was his name from Charlie Brown? That one that would walk around that blanket, Limus or something like that. I'm not talking about you, Dave. I'm talking about somebody else. When's the merch coming out? Oh. Todd, Jessica. What's the deal here? Yeah, I was at the Palestinian protest and then it started slowing down and Dave says, Jess, you need merch. I agree. I agree. Procrastination. I got ADHD and I get anxiety about things when I get, it's like checking my messages on my phone. How many do I have on my phones? Like 1,000 unread text messages. Uh-oh, here goes my Wilshire cop. We are just south of Hollywood. It's funny how this neighborhood changes because I'm like probably 7 or 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like probably like 7 blocks from my house, and it doesn't look like this over there, I'll tell you that much. You want one of Jess's used ponytail holders? Waiting on those small hoodies and socks he takes off before bed. Oh, my socks smell good though. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything. I had a shake this morning and 2 sips of iced coffee. Will, where did you have your first date with Jessica? First date was in front of the Scientology Center. When I first met Jessica, I was wearing a yellow hoodie, and a Dodger hat. And then we took him down. It's traffic. So much traffic. Going up Highland and Melrose. You remember that day? Auction Will for charity. How many text messages? Oh yeah, see my ADHD, I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, on this phone I only have 86. But on this other one, let's see on this phone. It's emails. I'm at like 1,200. It's on a bit of 100. Doris McDonald. Send you a text emoji of poems. Sounds good. Sushi Palace, that's new. Fortunately, I don't eat sushi. Oh, here are my guys. There they go. I'm gonna pull them over. I'm gonna tell the driver to pull him over. He's gonna jump in front. Come on, catch that. I wanna talk some junk to him. I'll tell him to pull over. Oh, look at the palm trees. According to Reddit, the Goo Girls are trying to get you on OnlyFans. I already got OnlyFans. I've never been scuba diving. Free Jessica? I think that before we can free Jessica, she has to take accountability for her actions last night. Next week for court, next Tuesday. It just never ends. Well, it's construction. You going scuba diving today? She takes full accountability, but she's not sorry. Do you wear Ray-Ban aviators? Yep. Where's the camera? Boy, they look grubby as hell. Just got Zach going and we in LA just laughed at him. Exactly. Then I get in trouble. And then I get in trouble. What kind of keyboard is Dave using? Wait, Doris, what did Doris do? Trying to scroll back to see. Oh, Doris is talking about me supposedly dating Jessica because what they saw on. Does Jessica's mom approve of you and hers relationship? What the hell is this person doing? Jessica, does your mom approve of our relationship, whatever it is? Answer the question, Jessica, because if that's the case, then you gotta straighten things out with Dave. Pick one, Jessica. It's either me or it's Dave. Which one? And I got the most special keyboard of all. His keyboard can't compete with my keyboard. Make a choice. It's Dave or it's me. And I find out anything about you dating Chris. Because we all know that's who's really dating. Thank you, sir.
All right.
You enjoy your day.
Mm-hmm. Fine, thank you.
Drive safely. We about to have pocket time for a second. Chris is the ex? Chris is the ex. What the hell you mean? You used to date Chris? My God. First it was Cam. No, it was Chris, then Cam, then me. Hold on a second, guys. Pocket time. No, I'm ignoring it. They moved out of there?
Working on it right now.
Oh, wow. I thought somebody just moved in there. Pockets warm. Lily wants Will to scold me for talking rude to your mom. Who's Lily? Like, hold on, I need to see who Lily is. I need to scroll back and see Lily. Oh, there goes the accident. I heard that. There's always something around here, guys. It's always something. I heard it. Hollywood. You guys heard it too? People are like, oh man, you must walk around all day long looking for shit to film. No, this is my business and shit happens all the time. All the fucking time. It's Hollywood. It shit is non-stop. They're checking out the cars. Up, somebody's in trouble. Who was on their cell phone? You know they're on their cell phone. You know it. Oh, don't spell Lily like me. I don't want to be banned. Let's see what these guys are doing. Up, pieces on the ground. They're just gonna keep on running over that piece. Oh, they got them all up on the curb. Oh, no, they need that back. Ah, shut up, man. I talk too much shit. Oh, man. That looked like radiator fluid or something. All right, guys, I'm not gonna put the camera right in the face. I just want to see what they're doing. All right, could be worse. Oh, it's a little fender bender. It's nothing. It's a little fender bender. It's 2-car accident. It's whatever. Anyway, Jessica, did you apologize to your mom yet for being mean? You want to see was Bully Marcus? You want to see a robot? I know where these little fuckers hang out at. I should do a live stream just going around fucking with the robots. People think I'm out of my fucking mind. I'll be out there talking shit to them. I know people riding by looking like, why the fuck is he talking to a robot? Because they're talking to me, they're talking shit to me. I'm gonna so let that slide. Hell, they don't speak. Yes, they do. A lot of shit too. Surprised not, it's not one of those little fuckers right here right now. People for real hate a girl who doesn't take BS. What does that mean? What are you talking about? What does that even mean? I'm gonna tell him to hide. What's going on? Hey, Nikki Bella. Oh, have you see Frankie? Nah, Frankie's a little fucking degenerate. I think he got a fucking gambling problem. Look, you guys know that spot. That's that spot. I'm gonna do a tour of Hollywood for my council member, Hugo Soto Martinez. Look at how beautiful and cleaned up this place is. Isn't it great? It's going just great over here, isn't it, guys? I swear to God, 3 years ago, look at all the garbage right there. Look at that. Look at this shit. This is Hugo Soto Martinez's district. And we are going to, oh man, don't even get me started with this. We are going to, with our budget, cut the sanitation department. Look at garbage. We're gonna cut the sanitation department and give the cops more money. You guys, I've shown you enough videos. Go to the station. If I go there right this second, like I told you, this is the very first police stop I filmed, was right here in like June or July 2020. They had 3 or 4 kids up against the wall right there, and people were over there eating. I'm filming that right there. They were in there eating right behind there, and they had them against the wall with their hands against there, and people were just sitting there fucking looking, and they pulled them over. Those cops right there, pulled them over for what? For not stopping at a light, or not stopping at a stop sign. They rolled through a stop sign. That's what they did right there. Ain't nobody want to film you. Imagine nobody can do this shit. Nobody that gives a fuck about. Jess, I love you. Dave. Dave, be careful with that. You gotta understand something about Jessica. You know, she gets in her feelings easily, you know. If you're saying that, you gotta really mean it. Because you don't really want her catching feelings and getting all emotional, because I know how she gets. So if you mean that, if you say that, you really gotta mean it. Don't just say it. I know a lot of people in these chats be like, I love you, Jessica, but you have to mean it. Otherwise, you know, you're messing with her emotions at that point. You know what I'm saying, Dave? So, I mean, if you feel that way, that's cool. But I'm just saying, make sure you mean it. Just don't play around. Don't fuck with her emotions like that. She's a nice person. Dave would be the worst poker player. Come on, guys. Don't say stuff like this. I don't want to go to hell again. I don't want to be in your video. I don't want you in my video. I don't. Thank you. I don't want you in my video. I need to go back and edit that out to get you out. You ain't special. Shut your mouth. I don't want it. Shut up. I do not provoke any stalking. I'm just worried that, like I said, you guys know how Jessica is. She gets emotional and she gets attached, and if you're talking like that, she might get too attached. Next thing you know, Jessica's stalking them. Come on now. I'm just looking out for Dave's interest. Tell me how much you love me, Dave. I need details. See what I mean? It's too late now. I already know how she is. Dave, you got a picture? If you got a picture, she's gonna use your picture as her avatars and all that. Her profile. Guaranteed. I'm out on the sidewalk. What the fuck? Am I in the street? You see what I'm saying? They're telling me I'm in the sidewalk. I can't stand this lady. I'm not on the sidewalk. Look at this. Am I on the sidewalk? You're telling me to avoid the sidewalk. Get your shit together. Fucking things don't think. I'm not on the sidewalk. You say you know? Fuck. Come on, 3 times in one trip. 3 times in one trip. All right, but come on, I can't fucking take it anymore. You're just lying on me. You're just fucking lying on me. Ah, man, here comes this bump. Here's a bump. Oh. White noise. What happened with the lady that told DOA it's her corner the other day? Everything cool with her? Only a simp in Mini Streets. Mini Streets is the best character. No, I mean, come on now. 4 times. I was right. You guys saw it. I was right. They were wrong. Science house, you saw him on the sidewalk. Emoji poems. My day's been all thrown off by this protest. I'm very far behind. I haven't had my coffee yet. I had a sip of one, but it didn't count. And so if I don't get it in, I'm gonna get a headache. Had to leave Gizmo with somebody because I couldn't take him to USC. And while he's perfectly fine with staying alone, I rarely let him. He usually comes with me everywhere. During the daytime, at least. Boxer, briefs, or commandos? Or commando? I wear, I don't know, I guess they're not briefs. They're not boxers, they're more like compression short type deal. Yeah, Gizmo's not getting his bagel, or lately it's been banana bread. Because they haven't had plain bagels. They've only had everything bagels that have onion and stuff in it, so I've been getting them banana bread. Or they have this Australian bun thing that I get them. It smells good. I've never tasted it. Can we get? I don't really have Gizmo puppy pics because I got him when he was almost fully grown. I think he was probably about 18 months. You saw K-Mo? Yeah, how do you, man, Gizmo he's such a good boy. You know, boxers can be kind of crazy. Don't hit me, guy. He's not one of them. He's so calm. He can have absolute chaos going on around him, and he's just unfazed by it, just sitting there. He doesn't want any drama. What he does want is attention. I sit down with my computer, and he's like putting his hand on my leg. He wants nothing more to do than sit in my lap. Or lay down on his back and have me rub his stomach. What time is it? I'm so far behind. How are you? Pretty good. Yeah, sure. Get one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna take a large iced latte with soy milk and this. No, that'll be it. William? Sure. I'll take a skinny vanilla latte. Miss Melbourne. It's Pretty good shop. I like them in there. They're very good to Gizmo. Gizmo knows that's the place where he comes to get his. They always give him treats. I'm surprised there's no robots over there. I'm on live. You going there? My neighbor. Not everybody wants to be on live. I want to get my older neighbor on here though. The one, my favorite lady. She's probably watching it right now. I think she's like 69. She's watching it right now. We want tea. I never had tea here. I mean, I wouldn't. Oh, fuck, I hate when I do this. I feel bad now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, no worries. Did I leave the protest? Yeah, I left the protest. There's no chance of that protest, anything happening. The only reason why is they're not letting anybody onto the campus unless you're a student or faculty. Not even if you have a press pass or anything. So it's like, and so therefore people will leave and nobody else is going to be able to come on the campus. And so it's just going to die off. 2 brown sugar and 2 stevia. Was that small? No, it's a large. Sprinkle a little cocaine on it. Never mind caffeine time. So listen, my caffeine time used to be way worse than this. This little bullshit. This is an iced latte. I used to do 3 venti iced lattes with 5 blonde shots from Starbucks, and I'd do that 3 times a day. And then I would do like 3 or 4 more Red Bulls, and yeah, anyway, I ended up with some heart palpitations for a few months there. I couldn't run for like 6 months. My heart was, well, my doctor was like, I was having all these tests done because I was getting these heart palpitations and I was having this low heart rate. My heart rate was like 32 beats per minute resting. Just, you know how that's rough. You feel like you're constantly lightheaded. And I finally went to the doctor, and I asked him, what the hell is this about? They put me on medications and it wasn't helping, it was making it worse. Then finally went in and it was like the head cardiologist, and he's like, oh, this is easy. We're at easy fix. I'm like, oh yeah? He's like, yeah, take whatever those things are to help you go to sleep. I can't remember what it is. Serotonin. He's like, take 10 milligrams of serotonin. I'm like, for what? He's like, you need sleep. I'm like, I don't feel tired. He's like, you told me you do 3 coffees a day with all those shots and all those Red Bulls. Of course you don't feel tired. I'm like, oh, I guess that's true. And so I went off of coffee and just got normal sleep patterns. And 2 weeks later, it cleared up. Melatonin didn't really do anything for me, I didn't think. You would have had bad heartburn. I never had heartburn. I never felt tired, but obviously, break out the charger before the phone dies. That baby crying sounds weird. I thought the whole purpose of protesting was to make sure that the opposition was listening if they don't allow people on campus. Hey, can you hold it down? I'm trying to have a conversation. So the USC administration shut down campus, not allowing anybody else to come on there, which makes it impossible to have their protest. So essentially, if they want to have a protest, you kind of have to do it in public space. Doing it on private property, which USC is private property, they can shut it down. They'll shut down the protest. So it's not going to go anywhere. Not so much, I don't even think. You guys. Poor baby. You know, I hear that sound like the people who got muted. Sound just like them. Hey, Streets, I had brain surgery, lost a toe having spine surgery. Wait. Now having spine surgery? Key West, man. That's wild. What was the drink I had before my latte? I've always been doing lattes. That skateboard guy crying. Sounds like a recording? I know. That's what the cop said? In the helicopter live feed? Yeah, they're just gonna choke off the protest. There's no way you can. People will leave. Nobody new can come. If the campus was open, that protest would, around 5 o'clock would get bigger and bigger. People getting off of work and they'd make their way over there, and you'd have 1,000, 2,000 people. Listen, I'm trying to enjoy my coffee over here. Talking to these people, I'm having a conversation. Cancer free now, Key? Awesome. Can I go ask the baby if he can hold it down? I'm gonna tell him he's trying to have a conversation over here and is interrupting. They were fighting bad. They surrounded a cop's car. I saw that. When I saw that video, that sounds like, okay, time to go. I put my computer up and I'm like, oh, time to go over there and see what's going on. Sound like that lady complaining about the food festival on Hollywood Boulevard, off of Hollywood Boulevard.
Well, they have food and they have music and they have fun. And I've called everybody to shut it down.
Shut your ass up, lady. Get the fuck out of here. You gotta be kidding me. How you gonna come to Hollywood Boulevard just whining about all this shit that's it's Hollywood Boulevard? Who goes over there and expects peace and quiet?
I have called every department and nobody's doing anything.
Good. I'm gonna go over there. It's on what, Friday night or Thursday night? The first one. I think they do it 3 nights a week from 5 to 11. It's a little Thai thing. It's where they have like 50 vendors set up. It's nice looking. And she's complaining about the parking lot. Okay, so you know what? Here's what you do now then. Here's what will happen. You don't like what goes on in a parking lot, a little food festival? They will turn that parking lot into a building. So when they start digging that shit up and they're working 14 hours a day, jackhammering stuff for literally months and years, let's see how you feel about that.
They have live karaoke.
Shut your mouth. You live a half a block from Hollywood Boulevard. Calling out Richie Saren. Oh man, Richie. He's like, Skirt, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. If you keep on talking, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Shut your bitch ass up. What makes you think? Who are you? Go tell. You're sitting right next to White. Go tell White to put me out. Let's see what he does. He's gonna go complain to White. You know what White's gonna do? He's just gonna be sitting there looking. Pretend like he's listening to the meeting. You're not gonna do shit. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Chris asked him. Chris told him to leave. That's funny. Wish Jessica would spawn out of nowhere right now. Where's Jessica? That'd be great. I was actually thinking about moving to this building, but now that I mentioned it, I'm not going to. I think I've had enough of Hollywood. It's too much shit. He was asking to get his ass kicked. Imagine he pulled that shit on somebody else, but pull that one on me. The audacity. Yeah, all my haters were in one corner. Fuck them. Chris's video was that was some funny shit. Chris is good at it. Oh yeah, she's complaining about the toilets. Well, they have porta potties that. Good. What do you want? You want people to just shit right there under your window? Just shit right in the open. Just take a dump right there. I hope they do. I hope they do. I hope they do. Seriously. I'm gonna go over to the food festival tomorrow night. I'm gonna look around for where the damn porta potties are, and I'm gonna look right above it. And I'm gonna know where Karen lives. I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna protest her. I'm gonna do karaoke right under her window, just nonstop. Turmeric, tonic, turmeric, carrot, pineapple, lemon, ginger, black pepper. Okay. I buy it because I don't know why, but I just do. Still on that lady bumper. If the porta potties are stink, you need to call the company and request that they service. I hope that shit overflows in the hot summer sun and just rises right up into her apartment as she's cooking, as she's getting ready to eat her meal, and she's getting the fumes of that shit. 3 months worth of stuff just piled up in there in the heat, 110 degree heat, right under her window. I hope she comes to the next meeting and she can play. I'll be like, good. That's good. I'm happy. I will never move to Oklahoma. Oklahoma has ants in their IHOP. The only reason I say that is I driving to Oklahoma like 15, 20 years ago. Stopped at an IHOP in Oklahoma City and there were ants all over the table. Dave says, hey Jess. Jess, are you in here? I did see DOA standing up for the homeless. He was talking about how they were throwing this stuff out. Listen, man, the homeless problem is frustrating, right? And my views on it are sort of in the middle on things. Like I'm the type of person, I like data. If data proves something works, then we go with that. If data proves something doesn't work, then we... So, I mean, I think, they do these sweeps, and I can understand people wanting people to... I can understand sweeps because... it kind of stinks. You need it cleaned up. It ends up being mice and rats and stuff. And honestly, if you go to an average encampment, they want to clean up too. They will move their shit out of the way so they can come and clean up the sidewalk, and then they will move their shit back, right? So that's a process, right? It's when you take their stuff and it's like throw it all away. Like, listen, man, there's a lot of garbage. I get it. Throw out the garbage and stuff. There's like rotten food sitting around. People have a way of, they see a homeless person and they'll be like, okay, let me bring them a plate of food. As they're like a homeless person was sleeping right there on the ground. They'll bring them their leftovers from IHOP and they'll just lay it down right next to their head. And now you're just inviting rats to come fuck this person up, right? So anyway, yes, there is some sanitary issues. With that having been said, they go in there and they do these sweeps and they throw out all their shit. So that means they throw out their medication, they throw out their IDs. You know how hard it is to get an ID when you're homeless on the street? Where do you send it to? Where do you get the ID sent to? Where? And then if you don't have an ID, how do you get shit done? So they go into these things and they just throw stuff out. Listen, I'm in the middle. Some stuff is garbage. You see a plate, like a crate of tomatoes that are moldy right there. Yeah, throw that shit out. We don't need that there. But if you're going in there and just taking their paperwork, yeah, that bothers me. Charles Patrick said, I've never seen more sidewalk tents in my part of Hollywood than right now. Man, Hollywood is overrun. And there's a lot of things going on, right? So you figure there used to be, homeless was sort of spread out throughout Hollywood. But Hollywood over the last years has had a boom in construction. Right around the police station, a lot of that shit is new. The Netflix building that's behind 24 Hour Fitness, that's all new. The building that's right next to the police station, that's new. All that stuff up on Selma, all the hotels right there, all that's new. Stretching damn near to the 101 down Sunset. It's just a lot of new shit. And so they forced homeless out and it kind of gets condensed in certain areas. They don't allow, I'm in West Hollywood right now. They don't allow them in West Hollywood. They'll put them in the deputies' cars and they will bring them right to the edge of Hollywood and drop them off. Like they did at Rambo in that one movie. They'll do that all the time. But they force everybody into concentrated areas. And so, yeah, I know it's over there. Over there, but I know the general area you're talking about, kind of like south of La Poubelle, really, right? Over there by the Salvation Army. That Toyota place is going to get overrun because that Toyota dealership is closing down. The Toyota dealership is closing down and they are moving it right around the block from me, right there on Sunset and Orange, right across the street from Hollywood High School, the old Broadway shoes. That's going to be the new Toyota dealership. So that part of Hollywood Boulevard is going to get overrun. Listen, there's tents everywhere. And the programs they're doing, and I'll say this, man, I'll get in trouble for saying it. The mixture of people on the street are a mixture of people who are down now on their luck, people who are not going to leave the street no matter what because that's where they're at. Maybe they're on drugs or whatever. Hold on. Look who's pulling up. Look who's pulling up. I already know who that is. That's Simone, isn't it? That's Simone. Who is it? Who is it? They don't have it's Forrest on the side, on the front. Don't hit him. Why are you hitting people? Forrest, get out of here. I was trying to... I'm sorry it almost attacked you. Forrest has a whole new skin on. Interfering with my shit. LA can't account. No, not LA can't account for 24 billion homeless. That's the state, the entire state. So the state of LA has an issue. So the whole state is fucked with when it comes to the homeless issues. It's all fucked. Nobody has a good idea. Nobody's brave. And honestly, you get a lot of resistance, right? My personal view, like I've had big fights with people who are call themselves homeless advocates and stuff like that. I had fights over this because they have a tendency to call tiny homes concentration camps and you're putting them in concentration. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a tiny home, right? And here's what I would say. I talk to the homeless in my area all the time. And some of them want tiny homes, some don't. There's different... Some people just want to actually just have something they can lock up and they can go to sleep and not have to worry about somebody walking by drunk smashing their head in. So you need a mixture. You got every type of thing you can think of to address the homeless problem. And we really don't do that. We just... I've explained Inside Safe to you guys plenty of times. It's the most bullshit program and we're cutting all these other homeless programs, but we're going to prop that up. It's only going to make it worse. Do I talk to myself when we aren't here? No. No. I put on a show for you guys. Do I talk to myself? No, I don't think so. I'll ask my other personality later. See what they say. Nah, I don't. I mean, I mostly just talk shit. I talk to Gizmo all the time. I talk all the time to him. I tell him how handsome. All day long, I just tell him how handsome he is. And tell him how good, you are such a good boy. And he really is. Are the homeless violent? No, I don't have listen, I don't have any problem with the homeless. I walk the streets all night long. I walk through an encampment and look at my phone, not looking around. I'm not the least bit scared. I'm not the least bit. Listen, does every homeless person have a weapon in their tent? Yes. You know why? Because they're on the street. If I lived on the street, I'm gonna have a weapon in my tent. I'm gonna have a knife. I'm gonna have a fucking. But they don't go around starting problems. I'm telling you, they don't. It's usually somebody fucking with them. Will on Austin's Live, Scientologist came out with a power washer and was hitting protesters. So I come back with a big ass super soaker the next time, and I'll be just splashing them. Who do they think they are? I'll come out with one of those, those high pressure washers, the ones that you use to take the paint off of things. I'll come out with one of those, skin them. A steady ass stream, pinpoint, etching shit into their arms. Gizmo is a cutie. He's such a good boy. Inside safe must mean, so inside safe was so they used to have that encampment on the Venice, I don't know if you want to call it the boardwalk, but that little walk area in Venice by the beach. And they cleared it by putting the people in hotels. And everybody's like, okay, that's a great idea. And I'm like, what do you mean? You're going to put them in hotels? Okay, for how long? You're gonna put them in hotels for 6 months. Okay, and then what? And then what? Then what? What's the plan? Are you gonna transition them into other housing? No, they just put them in hotels for 6 months and then that's it. And right now we have about, I think, 990 available hotels in our inventory. 45,000 homeless people on the street. About 1,000 hotel rooms. So that means about, what? 2%. 2.1%. Get access to hotels. The other 97.9% are out in the street. What does that solve? To spend $250 million on that doesn't address homelessness, as we have thousands more hitting the streets all the time. What did I study in college? I started off as accounting, and I realized that shit is fucking boring. I take that back. Started off as, I'm right with that, accounting. And then I went to kinesiology because I was going to be an athletic trainer. And I realized that shit wasn't going to make much money. So I'm like, fuck it. I've always just worked for myself. I always just started my own little things. Everybody in my family always does that. We just always start little companies here and there constantly. It's always hustles. There's always like a void in the market. You can kind of step in and handle it. Especially like my specialty is marketing, branding, PR, stuff like that. So I just figure out a void in the market. Even if I'm not even proficient in that field, you kind of just figure something out, see where the void is, how you could step in. The key thing is how could I, marketing costs a lot of money. My company, if you were to look at how much we get from SEO versus natural organic SEO, it would cost us like $80,000 a month in paid marketing to do that. Where if you could do it for free, and you have calls coming in nonstop. So I just like to look for voids in the market or whatever's around. I always find something. Like I said, I am starting that media company. I'm way behind. I know I'm slow on it. I'm always slow on things, but I just want to do it right. Marketing, branding, where's the goop word? I'm PR guy. I can do sales, whatever. I can sell some shit. I can talk. I can talk some shit. You hate your job? One second, gotta talk shit to Hugo. Waiting on Jessica's merch too. Dave, you waiting on some Jessica merch? Will, is your nose healed? Feels like it. Don't feel anything. Honestly, I haven't, ever since they reset my nose, which was one of the worst experiences of my life. Listen, I've been through some shit. And I'll try to be, if something hurts, I'll be like, nah, it didn't really hurt. That shit fucking changed my life. That shit was traumatic as hell. When it was all done, I couldn't get up. I had to lay there. I had to sit there. I just couldn't. They were just basically just putting a wrench inside my nose, yanking. Felt like she put her foot up on my face as leverage as she's yanking. I'm hearing things click, click, crunch, crunch. And then the worst, honestly, some of the worst shit is when they were sticking the needle in to numb it. It was like 12 of them, man. It was right into the break and it was killing me. To ever press charges for that, it's in the process. I'm not doing it right now. Like I told you, a lot of stuff I'm doing, I'm waiting for the new police chief. Because I put whatever I do right now with this police chief, he'll just like throw it out because he'll be out of there soon. So he'll treat it like, how presidents, when they leave office, they'll pardon people. This guy, they're gonna pardon every complaint I put in right now until the new police chief. So I gotta sit on these things. I would love a Gooffather hoodie like the one you have. That's pretty fire. Anybody would do a Film the Police hoodie, or is that just too corny? Can you sell ice cubes in hell? I could try. I'll do the best. I could do a good job. I think I do a pretty good job. You want both? Either would be dope. Honestly, I was gonna make a bunch of Film the Police merch and just give it away. I was gonna make like a couple hundred shirts and just hand them out. I love that. Fuck you, Jessica. And where the hell is Dave's stuff? And Dave, did you ever say if you wanted it to be used or new, or like washed or unwashed? Why do I feel like that's true? Film the Police hoodie with pink and white lettering. I would literally wear my own Film the Police hoodie stuff. New LA shirt, size, is it size L or 1? Dave, what do you mean by LA shirt? What does that mean though? I'll be honest with you, I don't know what you mean by the LA shirt. Like a t-shirt that says Los Angeles? Fuck you, Jessica. Are you still... Jessica, you need to stop yelling at your mom, though. You need to stop. Dave, can you ask me, what is that little, like, why do the letters look like that? I'm just trying to figure that out. How do you do that? Like, how do you make it do that? Does it take, like, a special keyboard? I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what is that? I'm trying to, all your messages. Like, I got you, and yes, I got your messages on Instagram, too. Work for Goose Shirts on Figure. I'll be out there just I'm gonna do that little, like when you turn around, like I'll have my like face a car, my back facing the street, with my head looking over my shoulder, and doing a little shake. Justice for Mama Dessa. Mama Dessa is traumatized by Jessica. Traumatized. He trying to switch the subject. She got bullied and deleted her video. She was crying on her chat. DOA told people to leave her alone. Guys, if DOA is cool with her, if the DOA is cool with her, then nobody should be bullying her. Now, honestly, man, what does that say about DOA? You know? Dude is a good guy. Dude is a good guy. I would need a yellow or blue hoodie for Scientology merch. It wouldn't feel right otherwise. Tearaway pants. That's funny. I'm gonna do that when I switch from Scientology to cop chasing. I hear the sirens. I'm gonna chase a cop, pull away pants, and hop on a scooter. Mama Dessa said that she always had to run Jessica's cheerleading outfit and lunch money to her school. I could totally see that. Jessica, can we see some cheerleading outfits? Guys, ask Jessica to show some of her cheerleading outfits when she was in school, some pictures. If she doesn't produce the cheerleading pictures, I'm encouraging people to use some AI stuff and make your own of Jessica. We need a dancing, we need like Jessica cheerleading AI type video. Yeah, I want to hear Jessica. Next time I see her, she's got to cheer on live. Yes, DOA said to stop bothering Dora. Guys, you know what that means? If DOA says to stop bothering, because he's the one, he should be the one. If anybody has a beef with her, it's him. Oh, you already showed them the cheerleading throwback pics on live? So this is what you got to do. You got to break out the cheerleading outfits. Come to Fig. Right on Figueroa. That'd be a whole thing. Jessica in a cheerleading outfit out on Fig. Officer White's balls. I got him in my pocket right now, White. Let me get out of here before these people think I'm nuts. I've been walking around with his balls in the pocket for the last couple of days. What you gonna do about it, White? What are you gonna do? Nothing. I've been walking around with his balls in my pocket for years. DOA is talking to Dora on his live. That's what's up. Guys, make sure you give Dora a follow. It's up to you. I told everyone to stop, please, be nice to her. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, listen, she fucked up. She fucked up. It's a bad moment. I don't think we should judge everybody at their worst moments. Some people, but not her. I mean, it was just a bad moment. Ladies, William will be wearing all Goo Girl hoodies for her run prior to shipping. I always separate. Listen, White balls always go into the left pocket. When I put you guys in the pocket, it's the other pocket. I never mix. Trader Joe's cookies for pocket time. You know why I'm not doing Trader Joe's cookies? Because right here, I got too much damn weight. I'm sick of this coffee. I only drink this much. I don't even drink that much. Sweaty balls, please. What the? Where's WYSIWYG at? I got your balls too. You guys don't know how much I know about WYSIWYG. Like, people know WYSIWYG from really, he was involved with the January 6th thing, which he snitched to the FBI. And he was involved in that convoy thing. Now, listen, me and WYSIWYG, he and I have totally different politics, right? Like, WYSIWYG is honestly, Chuds don't like him either. No one likes him. That's just one thing. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I saw he was in there. I got there too late yesterday. So like I said, I know WYSIWYG before everybody on the internet knew him. You know, he was out here. He was essentially, he would just try to hang around with the Proud Boys, but they didn't respect him. And so he was dating this girl named Brenna, who was an absolute fucking lunatic. Absolute lunatic. My God. The craziest person on earth. And not really good looking. And where's a garbage can? Right there. She was just nuts. Brenna was nuts. Every time I'd see her, she was just screaming. I remember, like, I know where she lived. And I was filming a stop in front of her house. She was just screaming like a maniac. She was not a prize, let's put it this way. With that having been said, WYSIWYG was, he treated her, or he thought that she was the greatest thing ever. Right, you're gonna hit me, you see them stop, and then you're gonna go around. Thank you. Run them over, why don't you? Mercedes. She almost crushed that guy. Anyway, I'm always loud, shit. You gotta be kidding me. I was trying to get rid of my drink so I can get on this damn scooter right here, and somebody fucking stole it. Son of a bitch. But anyway, back to WYSIWYG. Chris. So Chris was out in Hollywood for like a year, showing up at protests, filming, always starting things. He was a huge cop lover. Sure, he was a snitch for the LAPD, guaranteed. And his girlfriend she was fucking everybody in Chris's side of the movement. They were just all just running through her, just nonstop. She'd be on lives she'd be cheating on him, be on people's lives talking about how Chris doesn't satisfy her, that his thing is small. And you think to yourself, man, out of just a little bit of self-respect, be like, you know what? I'm gonna have to break up with her, you know? I'm not gonna have her going on here talking about I can't satisfy her, that he's broken, he lives in a warehouse, sleeping on pallets. This is what she was saying, his girlfriend. And he wouldn't break up with her. He wouldn't say anything about it. But he wouldn't do a shit. He just took it. Chris, that's you bitch. Oh my God. Anyway, all while he'd be out here in these protests calling everybody cucks. Chris, WYSIWYG, he had the nerve to call people cucks as all your friends are fucking your girl. And you're just sitting there like filming away at the protest and they're fucking your girl back there and he just took it. He's like, oh no, everybody else is cucks. They're cucks. You're a cuck. goofy. Wow. And so the guy just disappeared one day. He went and got his shit splat over there, jumped over some bushes, and I actually know somebody who saved him. And I never saw him again after that because everybody was just so sick of him. And then I found out he moved to Maryland, and everybody was just laughing because he just got ran out of LA. They ran his ass out of LA. And then he gets involved with all this other shit. Now he acting like he's somebody. Why are you in West Hollywood? What are you doing in West Hollywood? What the hell are you doing in West Hollywood? You're a Hollywood cop. He might be cutting through from Wilshire Division. Wait, what's the number on his car? Let's see if it's a Hollywood cop or a Wilshire cop. What number does it say on top? Can't see. I couldn't see if it was 06 or 07. If it's 06, it's Hollywood. If it's 07, it's Wilshire. So yeah, I mean, that's WYSIWYG. Like I said, WYSIWYG, during those Capitol riots, he went inside. Everybody else who did that got arrested, but he didn't. He didn't. Everybody knows that he's contacted by the FBI. So a lot of people understand it. He snitched. And then people are talking about how he used to work in, how he works in Hollywood. He doesn't do work in Hollywood now. He works on warehouse. He can't get a job here in Hollywood. He can't. Those days are over. First off, his politics don't work out here in Hollywood. He's been involved with, honestly, hung around some of the worst people in the world who really don't like him. No one likes him. No one likes that punk. And there is some mental illness going on. It's been slowly creeping on him. He used to be halfway normal, but I think all the sleeping on the pallet shit just traumatized him. But yeah, man, when you chasing around a fucking Brenna, just ask Bryna. Ask him about Brenna. And like I said, she's the biggest maniac. I know how to do it. They're giving me instructions on how. This guy's little voice thing give me instruction on how to ride a scooter. Like, I don't know how to ride a scooter. I could do this shit in the Olympics. I hate that little bell though. That's a little bitch ass bell. I didn't even mean to click it. So that's WYSIWYG. He's literally FBI. I'm not on the sidewalk. It's probably the same fucking scooter from before. Right, they'll tell me not to go on the sidewalk, right? But those fucking robots are allowed. Why? Why are they allowed? I'm not. The human on wheels is not, but the robot on wheels is. Make sense of that. Make fucking sense. Now they're gonna tell me to get off the sidewalk again. See, now they're not even saying anything. Let's see who's coming out. Who is it? Is it a car? No, okay. See, that's the robot headquarters. That's the robot's headquarters. They're not there right now. Sometimes you go by there, there'll be 10 of them coming out of there, like a whole ass gang. I'm trying to get in the street where I belong. I don't like riding on the sidewalks unless it's... If I had two hands on, I would jump right off the curb. But honk, 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 honk. They're having like a little war in there, a little honking war. All that passive aggressive shit. I'm gonna honk harder. Aw, man, look at 99-cent store closed down. All 99-cent stores closed down in LA. scooter gold medalist. I'm telling you, I'm a bad bitch on a scooter. Everybody knows too. All things I could be remembered for when it's all said and done. Most important thing is being known as a badass scooter rider. Watch, you know I'm destined to fall right now. The LAPD got a video of me falling on the scooter. I take falls. Usually like once every couple months I take a big one. That's a new, what does that say? Cowboy cartel? Okay. See, this is all new. All of this is new, right? And this used to be, honestly, where the homeless used to sort of be. Up here in the next corner every night, they'd have the food truck set up to feed the homeless. And now it's become sort of a little hipster area. So getting back to the homeless, yeah. So the homeless problem is wherever they do find encampments, what they'll do is, especially when they do an expansion like here, this would be like all homeless over here. And now, this is my doctor. This is Kaiser. Yeah, I got the camera pointed the wrong way. I'm looking, you guys are looking right at my face. So this is where Jessica, you remember this place? This is where Jessica's car was held hostage. See those little planters right there? That's where, when they had inside safe operations, they moved the homeless people from here. And they put those planters there so to stop tents from showing up. So here's the thing, guys. See these things? Technically, they're not supposed to be there. The city didn't put them there. It's probably the Hollywood bid, the business. And so there's this place, man. We cursed them out. So these planters right here. Here's what I say. If you're in the mood, if you're looking for some planters, these are free. Come pick them up. They could be all yours. Pick them up. More over here. They're free. I think these things are probably a couple $100 a piece, right? Or $100 at least. So they're free. Come pick them up if you want one. This is where I caught a cop. Caught a cop up on Sunset, or by Sunset in Highland. Pulled a woman over. I told the story. Told her she couldn't drive because she didn't have a license, or her license was suspended. So she's like, okay, my car is parked right here on the side of the road at a parking spot. I'll leave it here. He's like, no, you're gonna have to have somebody come pick it up, which didn't make any sense. Then after a few minutes, he told her to get back in her car. Now, mind you, he said she couldn't drive at home, couldn't drive it around the block. Had to have somebody come pick it up. But then he made her get back in her car and forced her to come all the way over to the other side of the neighborhood in her car. Come on, cars. Don't I have some sort of right of way? I'm just gonna stick my head out. I'm stick my neck out here. I've had enough. It's gonna take forever going that way. See if I can do this without fucking myself up. So anyway, I searched the whole damn, this should be Shanky's right here. I searched the whole neighborhood looking for him, and I found him on this street. This street used to be so dark. This is Santa Monica, Orange. If you're familiar with it, this has a reputation. I caught them on this street in a construction zone parked behind some shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you bringing her over here for? Why would you do that? What type of creepy shit is that? I made a big deal about it with the LAPD, and the LAPD was like trying to blow me off and said like, yeah, he shouldn't have done it, but he didn't mean to do anything bad. How the fuck do I know that? Why are you taking a woman to another side of the neighborhood for no reason, making her park in a dark spot? They said, well, he made her move because she was parking the street where it was dangerous to leave her car. No, it wasn't. It's a parking spot. I park my car over there sometimes. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh man, this one right here. So yeah, one day I was coming down here. The cops were right there at the door. And I'm like, what are they doing? And I was just riding this way and I wasn't paying attention. These used to have big ass holes right here. And I hit it and I fucking went tumbling on the ground. The cops were at the door right there. And so they turned around immediately and positioned their body cams. They took their hands and repositioned their body cams so they can get video of me. And so yeah, it was they had a lot of fun with that around the station. I got up. I was like, I'm good. I'm fine. I got a few blocks away. I started feeling that pain. By the end of the night, I was at Kaiser at urgent care. I thought my ribs were broken. I was like, fuck it. But no, I didn't have no broken bones. I was surprised because it sure felt like it. I mean, look at these streets, man. We can afford to fix these things, but we can't. But actually, we can't because we're giving all our money to the damn cops. Weaving through dangerous traffic with one hand on the scooter and one hand on the phone. Be careful on that line. I always keep my hands on the brake at all times. See, I have my one hand here, so I can hit the brake and then hit the accelerator and work both with one hand while I hold. Hi, oh God, Jessica, shut the. Jessica was funny for that. You fell and fractured your ribs 2 weeks ago. I've had broken ribs before, and that is not a fun feeling. When you know you're about to cough, you know it's gonna hurt so goddamn bad, you just try to deal with it. Oh my God. So yeah, if you break your ribs, not a good idea to smoke weed, man. Those coughs aren't worth it. You're gonna make a turn, you're gonna go straight, let me know what you're gonna do. Come on now. Oh, there you go. I got one hand on the scooter, the other one holding the cell phone. And then you gotta read the comments while you're on the scooter doing all that shit. That's the key thing. Preferably with no lights on while on mushrooms. That's how you do it. I dated a Boston detective, very mentally abusive, terrified me. I found out when I went to the precinct to bring him lunch, he was married. I will tell you, oh, fuck. Look at all the garbage. This is Hugo's district. We gotta give the cops more money. We gotta give the cops more money. Where's Midnight at?
He should be coming.
Tell him I'll be back.
Why is it important?
Tell him I wanna do that car thing where I needed him to detail a car.
Okay, I'll call him right now because he's not answering. You don't got his number?
No, I don't have his number.
Okay, hold on.
No. I'll be back around if he's gonna be back tonight.
Okay, hello?
I'm trying to find out where that cop is going. Anybody have a scanner for West Division to find out where that cop is going?
Yeah.
I'll be back. Anybody in chat? Anybody know? I can't pull out my scanner on my other phone right now. Anybody know where that cop is going? If not, it is. How far away is it? It's passing Las Palmas, going to Cherokee. It looks like it's going kind of far. Oh, wow, they're doing that here too now, huh? You hear that? Hear the sound, that beeping sound? That's to keep the homeless people away. They do it all the time. And it's kind of fucking annoying. You know what I see? What I usually see though, they'll play that or they'll play like classical music, blast it. And it doesn't really affect the homeless. It just kind of pisses off everybody else. They used to do it on Hollywood Boulevard. Charles Patrick, if you want, on Hollywood at Wilcox. They blast some damn opera music all night. They're like, oh, he's gonna get homeless people away. They just be out there sleeping, chilling. They're like, oh, thank you for the nice music. Garbage, 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 garbage. Look at that shit back there. Man. Look at this shit. This is a sad sight, boy. It's a sad sight. This used to not be like this. This years ago. This 3 years ago. It was nothing like this. But again, all our resources go to the cops. Don't hit me, lady. Come on now. Anyway. Oh, okay. Hold on. You have Cash App? You have Cash App?
You want to give you the phone number, my daughter?
Yeah. Give me the hold on, let me mute this. And thank you again. Are you gonna be right out here right now? Are you gonna be outside for it? Are you gonna be here in 10 minutes? Let me go over to the ATM right here. I'm gonna go to the ATM. I'll be right back.
All right.
That's my local mechanic. I came outside the other day and I had 2 slashed tires. Thank you, Scientology. And so I had 2 slashed tires, but like 1 spare tire, and I needed to get to the car place. So he handled it for me. Duran made it into the protest. How's the protest looking over there now? Local mechanic sure will. Actually, everybody gives him a hard time because they're mad. They're like, he does all this street mechanic stuff on the street. He does all his mechanic work on the street, and we have to pay bills for our shop. I'm like, come on, what the fuck you want? Like, get it? Come on now, shit. Jessica's funny. Mechanic hint, wink, wink. Hold on, guys. This is a dirty ass screen. Yeah, I got it. There we go. No receipt. Is everybody's doing that now? How do you guys do that Dave font? Ambulance. I know, I'm gonna have to disinfect my hands after that scream. Oh God. Everybody's. You wouldn't touch that screen. Try touching that glass in the police station. Shit is a petri dish. That fucking glass has herpes and all that. Smallpox, a whole bunch of shit. TOA lives in the van and we all pay rent and mortgage? Yeah. We're a bunch of suckers. Damn, I went past this house. Fuck. I wasn't paying attention. You guys distracted me. It's 7 o'clock. Hey, look, somebody. I don't pay rent. Dave, you don't pay rent? Jessica pays your rent for you guys? Where'd he go? Come on now. I told you I was gonna be right back. He didn't believe me. Now he's not inside. I just told you I was bringing you money. And he's like, I'm gonna go inside. I know a lot of people probably say, oh, I'm gonna do things and they don't follow through on it. But if I say, I'm gonna send you, bring you money, I guess I'll be coming back around a little while. Because I'm not gonna hang around. Oh, hey, what's going on, brother? You hear the owl? Anyway, guys, I'm about to go inside. Anyway, Dave, do me a favor. If you can you do me a favor, if you really want Jessica's clothing, can you send her a message on Instagram? Jessica, you didn't give him the shirt. Come on now. Hell yeah. Dave needs that shirt. He doesn't want it. He needs it. Come on, Jess. Give Dave what he needs. He loves you. Hell yeah, Dave. Say it again and again. Remember, I told you, you gotta be persistent with her. Don't be weak and just back off. Don't let her play hard. You know, she'll play hard to get you. Got to. Got to push her. Anyway, maybe I'll come back out later on. Going inside. You guys take care. I'm not saying it.